welcome. I am Devious Dave Rose, your first drama emperor. Welcome to the War Council in my grand chamber. As always, we start off by showing our gratitude for those who have chosen to be with us here today. We have It's the Costanza, the Nine God, Nicky Nines himself, who did a video earlier today. We have Beefy Luigi. We have Ghost of Tommy's Barber, Irish Dave, Jay Diz, Man with Two First Names, and Seaman. Welcome, welcome. It is a Friday, a beautiful Friday. The humidity has reduced, and it will increase tomorrow, but it is a nice respite. Unfortunately, I am quite tired. Apart from the heat from yesterday, shout out to Festlove. Just ended up messing up my sleeping pattern by taking a nap and waking up at 2 in the morning and then staying up until 6. So, a little unproductive, but what can you do? Glad that you have all joined us here today. There's quite a lot to talk about. Hopefully, you did check out that video I released yesterday, a dramatization, essentially, of what the Drama Emperor has done to Drama Club 2021. And yeah, it was a very joyful thing to create and to see its culmination. And I do believe that, well, I'm not going to speculate on that yet, but it's quite clear that my nonchalant attitude and the fact that I just can't stop winning has really miffed a few people. By the way, Skype lines are open today for those that want to call in. But yeah, miffed people with how I've conducted myself, which means they're just sore losers. Speaking of which, I wanted to mention Nicky's great job yesterday, hemming up Lockjaw, giving him his 15 minutes of shame and making him famous. But he made some great points amongst all the hemming, which was, this is a guy who really, only got sort of traction because of Scott. Well, Scott's paranoia, really. That's it. It's not like Scott brought the guy a lot of viewers or a lot of subscribers or anything. And, if he really backed up with what he said, basically he would at least show himself on camera and stop trying to pull this whole stupid hacker type view and shit. Or persona, I should say. Also, if you do go to Lockjaw's channel, there was, what's it called? A video that he made called The Doxer Revealed, Lockjaw's Final Statement. And then obviously, came back after that. So very, very comical. And I just wanted to mention that Nicky made a good job out of him, hemming him up. And yeah, quite laughable. Also, analyzing a few things, looking at laws and such. We know Lockjaw obviously is American. Technically, the channel could be flagged for anti-Semitism. I mean, let's be honest, you've got a 47-minute video labeled Dave Rose is racist and secretly Jewish, and then you've got this Jewish guy, this Hasidic guy, in front of the camera for all that time. So yeah, that could be viewed as anti-Semitic. Plus, your other comments as well on the video that came after. So, that's always a possibility, and I know that the Jews don't take too kindly to that sort of thing. Their lawyers are, also of their faith, so they're quite good at what they do. But hey, just a little food for thought there. Now, in more recent news, we have Nikki Nines having a confessions with YR today. And I got messages from people telling me what their thoughts are on the subject. And we heard Nikki as well. And we heard YR. I've actually listened to it 1.5 times now. Because the more I listen to it, the more that things stand out and sound a little questionable. But like I said, I choose when the drama wars are over. And yes, Nikki Nines, he is a benevolent and forgiving God. And it is through his grace that we get to experience his glory. But that judgment is reserved for him. Well, there's also judgment that is reserved for man. And there's a few things that I do want to examine again. So I'm going to just rewind here. C-Man had just called in. And there were some things that they were discussing. So let's go.
Like that. Bottom line, I was on there to fucking be like, I was marking out, bro. Like, this was kind of like a big deal for me. Like, people say what they say about Sean.
That's why. That's like initially that's what I was going to cover, was because like I flipped over, saw you on there, and someone had texted me and they're like, this is like the time Shane McMahon showed up on WCW. And that's what it felt like. It was just fucking baffling to flip over. And I was enjoying, like, I watched Bullfrog getting trolled. I thought some of that shit was funny. And then when you came on and we're doing the whole hole in the microphone bit, like that shit was.
But listen, the best shit, and I know it, people say it was lame, but like when Tony randomly pops on doing his piano and shit.
Oh God, no, so it's not.
Anytime y'all saw me laughing and shit, it was the main reason is we kept getting booted out, bro. Like, and it was weird, and it was probably Sean because
and that's why
guy at the end,
that it was Sean all. Yeah, it came off that it was all coordinated because we know Sean was the one fucking running everything. And then when Tony comes on and starts doing the fucking flip-flop shit and talking shit on Cronin right off the bat, despite I just talk wrestling. And then he's fucking, one of the first lines out of his mouth was against Cronin. So that's where, like, it all timeline wise made sense, but after.
Well, bro, if you can't hit up Sean off air, like, it's hard. I sent him messages on Skype last week, and he still hasn't. Like, we only get together when we're on that StreamYard, and yes, there's a backroom chat, but it's all. And
one thing, Nikki, who says in the chat, LOL, some people are pissy about it. Hey, what can I do, or what can you do? Look at his familiarity with you. I mean, you'd think confessions, especially to the Nine Gods, he'd be much more repentant and remorseful for his actions. While it's very obvious that he seems like nothing's happened. It's like, oh, no, we could just go right back to the way things were.
It could be logged.
Also, the guy's still fucking around with SC Steve, one of the most malicious people in this community. He associates with snakes, and that is something that's extremely suspect.
Then screenshot it. All it's saying, it literally is me and Bullfrog and Prince. Hey, put me back in, because every time we got booted out, we go in that private chat on StreamYard and say, hey, bring me back in, put me back in. Idol would be back in. Idol would be on the show. He would be like, YR, come in. Like, it's shit like that, bro. There's no scheming behind the scenes. I'm not behind the scenes with Idol or nothing like that. I mean, we live in the same goddamn city. You know what I mean? Like, there's no.
Like, people could get the perception that this was all a planned out thing, especially when you reference Idol. He was joining in saying that fucking Cronin was the one sending all the trolls over there and causing that mess. That's where, like.
Well, that Idol shit. Look, I didn't even know Idol knew.
Let me finish, please. If you guys would have just went over and fucked around and not started, like, lobbing shit at Cronin, then I don't think anybody would have given you shit for it. Like I said, I thought it was fucking funny. I was talking to a couple people as you were on, and I was cracking up laughing just at the ridiculousness of it. It was a case in point why our troll job. It was when it turned into we're gonna start pinning all this shit on Cronin that it was like, wow, this is pretty fucked up. So yeah, if you're saying that it wasn't a coordinated thing and Tony just came in and did his usual shit and you guys played off with it, I still think it's fucking scummy that you guys went after Joe, but not like that even matters anymore because he brought Bullfrog right back on after all that shit. So, but I just wanted to make sure that I clarified with you and whatever stuff I was wrong on and pinned on you that I apologize for. I still think some of the shit was
You don't have to
scummy, but
apologize, bro. I fucking was forced ass people in this past, the past couple months and stuff. Like, no one has to apologize, but I do see where you're coming from because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't have blamed Steve Calam. Now, looking back at it, since Scott did post the whole video, obviously, I would blame Scott for it. But when you're sitting there and you see the guy's profile picture pop up and you see a fucking penis, how are you gonna fucking react? Like, what the fuck, dude?
yeah, but we know
I've never seen
kind of
that situation, you know?
Yeah, I get it. Well, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for having me on, Nikki, and thank you, YR, for answering my questions.
Yes.
You guys enjoy your stream.
God bless you, brother.
Later, brother. I don't know, man. I mean, what do you want to say? Like what do you want to say for yourself going forth? What are your plans? Do you have plans? You know?
Well, listen, I feel like anything, I would have to.
You're in the middle of a confessions. You are having a conversation. Why must you insist that he listen?
Come up with a new crew because
New crew,
you know it's like, and look, this is not being a victim. This is not being a victim, but like
No, it's more like damage control.
everyone has an issue with everyone who's on my show, like the main people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got a shitty fucking judge of character, YR. Like, what the fuck?
Which that it gets old, it gets annoying. I mean, you know, I can't help how Tony acts. I mean, it's,
Yeah, you can. You can train your fucking Tony.
he's cocky Bostonian. But he's a heel, bro. At the end of the day, he really is a heel.
Guy's a permanent heel.
He doesn't give a fuck about you guys. Like, he doesn't give a fuck what y'all say at the end of the day.
He's not a heel. He's a soul. As in, you walk on him all the time because he's just nothing.
I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I care about y'all. I care about this community. I love this community. Tony, you know what I'm saying? Look, he has the bug. He has the itch to do the streams. And, you know, whether he's going against Joe or not, ultimately, like, Sean, he's that's the thing about Sean's view, bro. Like, he's straight up about one thing, and that's pro wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he'll say, yeah, you got the JDs, yeah, you have the Joe Cronins, but we're building up for the Sean View Entertainment this year, 2021. I mean, that's the extent of him throwing jabs at Joe, or he doesn't, you know, talk about wives. He doesn't get like he just does the typical, you know, wrestling promo, and I don't know, he's cool. He obviously, we all have a past in this community, and to some people it looks fucked up, like, oh, these guys, they can just start fresh over here. No, because we know people follow and people join in the mix and stuff. But
Listen to the fucking words he's using. People, well, first of all, people follow because you tell them. So obviously then they're going to tell other people and so forth. So really you're not trying to start it fresh. And what else did you just say?
here, no, because we know people follow and people join in the mix.
People join in the mix. What is that supposed to mean? Are you just talking about people will subscribe? Well, that's, yeah, natural grassroots, you know, viewer generation, but I mean, people join in the mix? What are you saying? Since you love that fucking saying so much, what are you saying?
And stuff, but the CM Punk for the real wrestling fans for the wrestling fans out there, and even hearing Ken's reaction when he came out, bro, like this.
Yeah.
Good point made by the Goon. Do people really think YR will not try anything? Maybe not with Skunt, but Steve, Danny, LOL. Food for thought. Let's continue.
People don't understand that, bro.
Ken freaked out.
Yeah, this is a big deal, bro.
See, that's the thing, though. He's like, this is a real big deal, bro. But you would think that if it was a big deal, at least being on this, given the opportunity to have your say and speak your mind, that you would be more repentant, more remorseful about what you did to cause, obviously, this?
Like, this is a big deal, and
I don't know, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I look at this. I used to get fucking annoyed and pissed off at people when they wouldn't cut people off or stop talking to them, but it's just, I realize it's just never gonna fucking happen. Like, everyone's always gonna fucking talk to everyone here. Like, you even taking your hiatus, inevitably you'll be back. You know, like, I don't give a fuck what you say.
If the people want me back, but I'm going off of.
There we go. See, that's the thing. That's another test. That's he's done it before, obviously, with when he was like, well, what if we got SC Steve to come back? Or what if we got Scott to come back? Those are the little testing the waters to try to gauge, you know, how much support. And if we look at what happened last time, where he got it into his head that, you know, he would have enough support to go back with Scott and stuff. And I think it was earlier in this in the video, but he basically confesses that it was like, actually, I think it was Nikki was saying, like, it's like the worst military strategy ever for a general. Like, really, like, yeah, Nikki had a good point there, but.
And Mars was firm on this, bro, and he was serious, and I believed him. And yeah, I did reach out to and apologize to him, but then I retracted it. I deleted it because it's like, what's the point if people don't care for me anymore?
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That goes to show you're not genuine about it, or genuine. Actually, I've been hearing a lot of people say genuine in Canada and in America, actually. So it's a colloquial commonism that, yeah, is used. It might not be correct, but yes.
You can't do that. You can't do that. If you do something wrong, you gotta fucking take it. You gotta acknowledge it. You gotta. I mean,
but that's the thing, though. If you really were remorseful, it doesn't matter if someone accepts your apology or not. You apologize because more importantly is if you recognize you did something wrong, it sits heavy on your conscience. That's how you know a moral person. So even if you know someone's never going to forgive you, you're showing them that you are remorseful, that you are repentant, and you understand that they may not ever forgive you, but you want them at least to know that that you tried, that you actually do mean what you say, and that you'll stand by that because you believe it. So it's so disingenuous to do that. It's so disingenuous to apologize and then say, well, they're not going to accept it, so I'm just going to retract my apology. So you didn't mean it in the first place. It's like getting a tattoo and then being like, nah, I don't like the colors. Take it back. It's like, but it's tattooed, sir. You got to pay for the surgery to remove. No. You do it for free. No. Actually, that's not the best analogy, but whatever. It's something that YR might understand. Let's continue.
You know, that's all you can do is apologize, you know, and then just leave it from there. Like, that's literally all you could do as a man. Like, he doesn't have to fucking forgive you. He doesn't have to respond, but you should never retract an apology, you know? And at the end of the day, dude, I don't care what you do. I will say this, that as far as, like, Travis says, I think you're saying in there, he doesn't really understand the community aspect of it. But that's kind of what this is. This is a group of people that all come together in a certain area and talk about different things or have relations with each other, sexual relations. No, I'm thinking of Bill. Yeah. No, I'm saying, like, we all interact with each other and somebody that interacts with one another on some form or another. And, like what affects one part of the community affects the other. It just does. You know, and I want people to do other shit.
Yeah.
No,
look at Drew this past weekend, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, he was trying hard to get, like, everyone back for, like, original monetize this, like, one time only type of deal. Like, Joe wasn't really having it. But just think, like, I mean, look, I know I always pushed for it, like, hey, let's get Joe and Ken back, blah, 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 like, but, like, Drew was really pushing for it. But, like, just imagine, bro, like,
I don't know. I don't give a shit. That's like you talking about CM Punk shit to me. I'm like, okay, whatever.
That's exactly how it. That's like the people, like super fans, like me and Drew, like that's like CM Punk coming back, bro. If like Ken and Joe came back together, it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
Yeah.
what?
I could see
It's a big
probably
deal,
a
bro.
one. But I mean,
And I know
people can do what they want. I don't know. I don't think Ken wants to though, and I don't want to speak for him. I think he may or may not do a one shot maybe one day, but maybe monetize his 400.
Bro,
But
fucking, I know Ken. He wants to sue me and stuff like that right now, whatever for the thing. So I can explain that too, but
well, go ahead.
of
course you can explain
when he
everything.
called in those 2 times past week and a half, that meant a lot, and that's a big deal for me. That was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I know it's just a little phone call from Ken, whatever, but like, people can say what they say, but I really do care about the people behind the scenes.
Mm.
And if I truly hated them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't have that type of vibe in my body when it comes to, I'm not a Scot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to kill people or, kill families and shit like that, bro, at the end of the day. And I don't think Tony is either. And SE, I don't think he is either, bro. Just only Scott, like, at the end of the day, I think. Because he is not normal, bro. I mean, we all get a little crazy sometimes. We'll say crazy shit sometimes, but we're not, like, crazy for real like Scott, bro. Like, he is not normal. He's not a human, like a real human being like we are.
Yeah. I get that. Hold on, Travis in the chat is saying maybe not community is the right word. Maybe a better way for me to put it is that when people say it's dead or it sucks, I'm just indifferent. Entirely neutral. That's the best it is. So you don't. I don't know what he's saying with that. Like you don't care if it's dead or not. Or it doesn't feel dead to you or whatever. My point is from the content point of view, and the point of trying to put out content. Because if Wire doesn't do something stupid, what the fuck am I going to react to in this community? And I'm talking about strictly the stuff in this community. If Dave doesn't do a fucking drama diner, what everyone affects everyone when they stream. Like it gives us something to talk about. It gives us something to listen to. Like
that, I think, is a symptom of a bigger problem in the community. You have big talkers that don't do shit. You got people who claim to make content and they don't. And yeah, I mean, it's funny how few people actually are willing to put in effort in this community. They want it all, and they want it for free, and they don't want it behind a Patreon or anything like that. But God forbid they ever fucking either do anything themselves or contribute to see that. And I think that's it's a symptom of something a lot larger, and that could be another debate altogether.
And I don't want anyone gone. Like I said before, I never wanted Scott really gone. He was content to me just to make fun of him because I saw him for what he was. He was just a fucking...
All I ever wanted to do was to be left alone. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to do my Final Frontier news. I wanted to do my foul play and my after midnight. I wanted to be left alone. That's all I wanted. And then Mr. Scanty, with his constant and incessant harassment campaign, changed Dave's views on things. But I never wanted this. I didn't want to claim myself the emperor, but it had to be done. I had to wage war, a war that many were more than willing to watch but not participate in. But it had to be done.
Dildo online. And now that content's gone because he got fucked up. Now, the shit he said with always the family or trying to call stuff on people, the dude needs psychological help. And, maybe he's getting it, maybe he's not. Maybe he's really going to rehab. But he's going to have a motherfucker of a time, though, if he does that 12-step program and he calls up Dave Rose. Because, there's a step in there where you got to ask for forgiveness, right? Of the people you've wronged. And there's fucking just... I would love to see that one where he calls up Rose, Rose, bro, can you forgive me for... And Rose just fucking instantly going fucking drama emperor right on him right there, and fucking Scott losing his shit and running to the nearest liquor store and just starting boozing.
Now that is, obviously a a strong probability. But, it makes me, the Nine God is both forgiving and wise. For that had me think as well, what would be the case? See, the thing is, though, until I start to see evidence, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. So, there is that theory that some people have touted, which seems very probable as well, is that despite the fact that his sister says that he's going to rehab, and I have no reason to doubt what she says, I do have reason to doubt what Scott says. And as I've proven in the past, he has lied to her in regards to things, so she was not privy to that. But, this could be an issue of him just moving to another location and trying to stay under cover and then, let things cool down for a bit and then go right back to what he, was doing in the past and obviously get together with YR again and all that sort of thing. So it is something that we have to treat very lightly and, basically wait and see approach is best. Let me just rewind here.
Forgive me for... and Rose just fucking instantly...
Oh, and that reminds me. That's what I was going to say is... And sorry, I'm just rolling a joint here. Makes me think, what would I do if, in fact, he did go to rehab and then he did call me and ask for forgiveness? And that does have me wondering what I would do. I don't owe him forgiveness. Not at all. But I'd have to take a look at that point to figure out, what I feel on the matter, and whether or not it's a genuine statement, or if it's just something that he's going through the motions for, just to check it off his list.
Going fucking drama emperor right on him right there, and fucking Scott losing his shit and running to the nearest liquor store and just starting boozing, because that's what would happen.
See, that's the thing. Like I'll break the fourth wall again. When we were talking, a month ago, whatever, he shook that bottle of pills. It was a full bottle of that Abutrine shit, where if you take it, you get sick from drinking. And I've been calling that out whenever he was showing that off. Like, I was like, bro, all you have to do is not take the pills. And look what happened. He had a full fucking bottle of them. So if you don't, ultimately, you can't help people if they don't want to help themselves. That's why everyone gave up on the guy years ago. But ultimately, he, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you just don't talk about him, he's still going to be in the chats. We get that. But you have to, just combat that with the sub-only mode, obviously. And, that really helps a lot right now. The sub-only mode, it's taking a lot of stress off.
Dude, the sub-only mode has fucking changed things. And if the sub-only mode... honestly, I think that was probably the biggest blow to fucking Skunt anyways. Yeah. The sub-only mode, because you can't troll, you can't dock.
It's not just Scott, though. There's many other people out there that are still playing this game that they think they can win, and not with the Emperor, of making all these fake accounts and then thinking that we're not going to find them. So comical.
And I don't care about trolling, but it's just when the addresses and shit like that, it's like, come on, dude, fuck off. But somebody comes in and makes fun of me on a troll name, it's okay. It's like, I'll just block you real quick. It doesn't bother me.
Well, that one time when I went live over Ken, not one time, but when I did that, I did have the chat open freely, right? Everyone saw Scott in there and everything. And then when I started bringing him on the program, there was no trolling in the chat, no fake accounts or nothing.
Don't go fucking stop. You're not pulling this as you masterminded it to prove all the trolls were Scott. Everyone knows the trolls were Scott. You didn't.
I'm just saying that's just a little extra frosting on the cake.
I'm actually curious about one thing. That brings me to a question. How did it feel when you started the fucking Drama Wars and you start shit that every time you go live, that Dave would stream right over you and fucking just neuter you, basically?
That was a great question, Nikki. I wish that he had actually not tried to move on from the topic so quickly, because I think that this needed to be sort of really fleshed out, and you sort of really pick at how exactly, and that's why I called this episode Full Spectrum Dominance, how I displayed my full spectrum dominance.
Listen,
And that is a term that's used in military jargon.
and this is a true story. This intertwines. I was talking to a Navy recruiter a couple days ago. Okay, because I thought,
This is a very convoluted tangent here, but try to stick with him. He's working with very little as it is, so.
I thought about them joining the service.
Oh.
Which I'm eligible.
Oh yeah, you're gonna
Right?
join the service.
No,
huh?
listen, I was in RTC.
He should have joined the Navy. He could have easily joined the Navy, no problem. And maybe even the Air Force. Their requirements aren't that bad. Actually, they're probably the weakest of the entire, of all the branches.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying? We support. And
Yeah,
I just
okay.
ultimately, look, because I was real close.
Go work for the Salvation Army, bud. Just ring that bell.
So I was going to join the Army 10 years ago. I just chickened out. I didn't commit, bro. I couldn't commit. I'm a skinny little fucking, I'm skinny.
Yeah, but if you take a look at how much the standards have fallen, you could probably make fucking sergeant in no time. I mean, shit, they got overweight lesbians in there who can't fucking... They had to lower the standards and they still can't beat them. You'd be fucking in charge of that fucking platoon in no time. Yeah, you'd lose the war even before the first shot was fired, but you'd be in charge. A lot of clout.
In. Like, I thought they were going to smoke me like a cheap cigar, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I just never committed. But, like shit like that, when you randomly run into recruiters or whatever, shit makes you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your purpose here? What are you living for? You know what I'm saying? But how it intertwines into the drama wars is, okay, it's like, bro, I had I thought I had the bee's knees on the show with Scott, right? I thought it was going to be, bro. I'm being real. I thought it was going to be all right. Like, we got something going now, you know what I'm saying? Boom. But every fucking time we go live, bro, those goddamn live viewers, 10, 7, 12 viewers. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This needs to be 40, 50, 60 viewers. Scott's back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And it was the total opposite.
And he'll actually say that he likes the producer's role. YR will say he likes the producer's role. He likes the producer's role because he can't do anything. All he can do is sit back and just interject with a couple of things and play stupid sound effects like the Windows sound effect and shit, and goof it up for the camera once in a while. But he likes the producer's role because it doesn't require anything of him other than just to sit back and not really contribute to anything and just enjoy a show while he's on it.
That plus, obviously, the going live over, that's like having copters over the fucking, you have like, Dave Rose has 45 helicopters over my little skip, bro,
dude,
over my
it's
little
fun.
skip. Like, you can't,
I don't.
from all angles, bro. You can't fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's,
Well, that's another reason why I called it full spectrum dominance, is because that's what it refers to in military doctrine, is to control all aspects of, and obviously the full spectrum of warfare. Symmetric, asymmetric, guerrilla, propaganda. We're talking, basically fifth generation warfare. So.
I jumped off the skiff and abandoned my troops on the little boat, bro. Scott, Timo, they're on there. You know what I'm saying?
But what was it that made?
But he also abandoned Bullfrog, Tony, SC Steve.
Did you throw up the fucking and be like, all right, this fucking sucks. This isn't working. Like, what was it that just said, all right, this isn't gonna work. I'm done.
I think it was just like everything, bro. Just fucking. I knew I fucked up because it's like, damn, like I really upset a lot of people. Like ultimately, bro, it's me seeing.
The bigger question is, it's called delayed gratification. People with short attention spans, limited impulse control have that. The biggest question from what I'm saying here is, how did you think it was going to go?
That I mean, I'm not even gonna bring up no donations, but that's a part of it too.
You fucking dude, motherfucker. If you were a general, you like make the worst fucking war plans ever. Like you said, fuck it, I'm doing this. Troops step on these fucking landmines.
Nah, but ultimately,
I can imagine him, like, the viewers are going down. It's like, God damn it, why is anyone donating? We got the star back. Scott's back. And I've got him exclusively.
the view, like seeing it's not the views, the low views. It's seeing that damn, no one's even fucking with this. Like no one's even. This ain't no 2 to 3 years ago with Scott, bro. Like people are really like have no interest in him, bro.
Dude, man. Scott lost his mystique. Like, dude, I'm not just me, but
like, bro.
Yes, I pointed out that the emperor had no clothes, but he never was an emperor in the first place. Now was he? Just a papa.
I was, bro. Like I am. Dave Rose scared the piss out of me too. Like you guys fucking, y'all know how to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how to do a war.
You know how I'm saying? Yes. Well, we definitely do know how to wage war.
So I don't have no.
Oh, that's all Dave. Dave. Oof. Dave.
Thank you, Nine Gods.
Went full fucking throttle on that shit.
I'm just saying, just in general, like, I mean, you were going hard. I mean, you were yelling and shit too. I'm just saying in general, like, you went hard on me too. You know, yelling and stuff. Like, everyone was just ultimately upset, bro, and like.
But the bigger question, other than basking in the glory of my ultimate winning and my continual winning, is what the fuck did you think was going to happen? Did you think that, like, Ken would be like, YR, you old mug, I love you. It's okay you brought Scott back. In fact, hey, I think I'm going to start working with Scott. What, like, is that one possibility that went through your mind? Because I could go through other crazy possibilities, and none of them would have ever gone through, but they're definitely something that may have gone through your head. I mean, what did you think was going to happen?
Due to the fact of, you know, the Scott situation.
Yeah, well, I don't know why. That's why it perplexes me to like, what did you think was gonna happen? I'm gonna pull this off, and people are gonna have our back, and we're gonna fucking do this. It's like, dude, people don't like Scott. Like Scott, whatever goodwill he had, he burnt, man.
Huge.
He burnt it up, and he pissed on everyone, he shit on everyone, and he fucked with everyone as he deteriorated. Because when you listen to those old fucking streams, you can hear the deterioration in them, right?
A great example of that is if you go to the Evidence Tribunal or Evidence Marathon and listen to to the clips throughout the years, because it's in chronological order, you'll actually hear that degradation.
Like you can hear like his voice deteriorate, his health.
Me, bro. Like that's why I'm not even like bothering making it like coming back or anything, like, because I feel like that like no one wants, you know. I don't know if people want it, you know, Wire back in the mix, but
there again, testing the waters.
At the end of the day, bro.
I don't know if people do or don't want you back. What I do know is you need to do what you want in this community. Because it's up to you. Like, I'm going to do what I want. Like, I know having you on's probably pissing off some people at least. And I'm going to hear some shit or anger. But it's like, fuck,
yeah,
dude.
But look at the C-Man. Look at the C-Man shit that happened. Like, bro, he came on. And he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, bro, I'm not going to be showing my penis on the fucking air or doing that shit. Like, I know people think I'm this maniacal, fucking big puppet master guy that controls everyone, that I like. You know, Joe Cronin, we take away his
Don't scoff at that. Don't scoff at that, because when I called you Puppet Master Confirmed, I'd fucking called it out. I saw it. Just because you're a sloppy puppet master doesn't mean you haven't tried to manipulate things in the past. Stop fucking making shit up. And in fact, I don't think that we ever got a straight answer as to why exactly you went to Sean's View. So after, you just abandoned your troops on the drama fields, that you decide to go to Sean's View, of all places. And we saw that tested earlier because I think a few episodes prior to you showing up on that stream, I believe the one that was deleted, Bullfrog had shown up on the stream, and you were associated with Bullfrog. That was Drama Club 2021 Faction 1. the remaining, faction. And we could see a correlation there. So you were testing the waters. Now, we never got an answer as to why exactly you chose to go there of all places. What it was that set up that relationship, because you were on for quite some time. You were allowed to do all these different antics. You were involved in the Cronin thing. There's a lot more to this, and there's a lot more that you're not revealing.
Donations. Meanwhile, he's getting fucking thousands of dollars from what's his name, getting a new belt. So he got a new out of nowhere belt last night. Like
He added another fucking belt.
Yeah, like, bro, he got the belt stolen from him from like some wrestling friend or something of his. Like they're gonna do some thing, and he hasn't gotten the belt back for like months now. And so they got a new out of nowhere belt, probably copying off the King's belt.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking the out of nowhere money grab belt. Fucking
because like Ken's belt was more like it's you can tell Ken's.
So this is not something I'm aware of. I heard that there was an out of nowhere belt, but I didn't hear about this whole Joe can't get his belt back thing. So
belt, the green belt, it's more like expensive. It's more beefed up. It's more like chunky. It's more. Yeah. I think there's side.
I actually talked to Ken yesterday about that, telling him that it was a fine looking belt. I love the design. Color scheme was acceptable. Not sure if I agree with the green per se, but it is a nice looking belt, and it comes together because it is one of the primary colors they do use with their branding with the Falmouth face and stuff. So, either way, it looks spectacular, and there's a lot of stuff planned for that from what Ken and me have been discussing. So, I look forward to everyone enjoying what's to come from that.
Side plates to it, if I'm not mistaken. So the old out of nowhere belt, it was like the cheap version of like the customized belt. Because you get customized belts like $100-something or whatever, but the better ones obviously $200, $300, $400.
I worked for a summer camp one time where I actually made a custom belt. I made it. And designed it and sourced all the materials and stuff, which wasn't that difficult. Used a pleather for the strap, and paint can lids for the plates, and I basically printed out the stuff for the belt, just a label to go on top. Hey, whatever. It was fun.
Dude, that belt, Ken's belt, is the fucking real belt, and that shit will be over my shoulder at fucking some point.
You gotta
because I'm gonna be the goddamn dude. You don't even fucking know. You don't even know. Don't even know. Got that fucking Irish green on there, baby. Like that's the real. See, fucking that.
Correct. Yeah, I've just been advised that apparently Joe still has that original belt. It's just that Garguts hasn't sent it back to him. So I think that's important to clarify. And this person also questions what I was questioning as well, is why would YR say that? So already a lot of red flags in this video. And what was that? What else was that the little sparrow said? Oh yes. All right. All right. Let's continue.
Belt. If you get that belt, that you're a real motherfucker. If you get the fucking out of nowhere belt, that's like getting a fucking tampon.
Yo.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, personally, kind of diminishing the brand, I think. I mean, I don't know the numbers for Throwdown. I don't watch it. I used to enjoy it. I remember when it first started, I was still working with Joe. But again, I was choosing when to be on. I'm not like Bullfrog or Tommy who needs to saturate the airwaves to just hear themselves talk. So called in after a few episodes and really threw down because that's what I thought the whole show was about. And then it eventually just morphed into, and that was probably because I left, but it morphed into fucking Monetize This Junior. And yeah, well.
And any of things to talk about, bro. You got fucking Jake Paul boxing this Sunday, bro.
Is he? Oh, dude, I don't care.
Iron Woodley, all that shit, bro. There's so much shit going on. Like
a case of herpes that never goes away. These are the stories of Tony from Revere. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Revere has something to say. So let us now, because I haven't proofread it, let's just go through what he has to say, and I'm sure there's a few laughs that we can have at his expense while we do so. But let me bring the message up. So what does the Bostonian boy have to say? Joe is generally upset at Garguts. Oh my God, he didn't say Gargy. I spoke to Garguts off stream a couple weeks ago, and he said he planned a bit for him to lose the belt to a known local wrestler, which is probably bullshit. This was a month ago. Belt is nowhere to be found. Joe commented on it last night and called him an asshole. That to me is a true scumbag. You lose the belt, something that Cronin gave you to be mature about having, and you lose it. No wonder why he was hesitant to give it out. Joe, or now? Sorry, he spelled it with a J. Now, it is honestly gone. Who knows how long Garguts is Who knows how long? Garguts is a true Mexican piece of shit. That's all, man. Well, there are many, many factual statements in that very long and grammatically abhorrent statement, but very, very good points here. Let's start with obviously the most prominent one, true Mexican piece of shit. I think he's Mexican. Either way, Latino, that's a good blanket statement. And it takes one to know one. But no, but seriously though, my experience with Latinos, I think allows me to say that. Plus also being Hispanic allows me to say that. And you can really tell the greasy ones. And this is SC Steve level of fucking grease. Surprised hasn't been invaded by America to be, freedomed. But I always took that as a possibility when sending the belt to Garguts. The guy is a scumbag. He would probably trade that thing just for some fucking heroin. So I would have always been very hesitant. And even when Joe started doing with the belt thing and I was working with him, I was hesitant on a lot of things. Also, shit, I was just about to say something. Okay, so we got two different sort of, we got the Sparrow and then we got Tony telling me two different things. One, that Garguts has it and that, he just hasn't sent it back. The other one is, and I think this is probably more probable, from Tony saying that, well, chances are Garguts has it and isn't going to give it back. Now, just because he might say, "Oh, I sent it through the mail and it didn't get there and stuff," or whatever, doesn't mean he doesn't have it hanging, maybe behind the camera in that garage of his, or the garage of the place that he stays at. And he's just smiling because he knows that he's never going to give it back and that he thinks he's such a great champion for doing that, blah, blah, blah. And, that's also a possibility. There's a lot of stuff going on, getting messages, and I got to check with the chat, so give me a sec. Damn it. I've said this many times. I need a producer, but not Wire. You cannot produce for me. I need someone who's competent. The Sparrow says, Tony's a fucking retard. It's a work. He didn't lose the belt. It's a work. I know Joe is trying to do a work. Is Tony fucking retarded? Okay. Well, it's always interesting to be in the middle of finding out the truth. As you know, I am Devious Dave Rose, and that's what I'm all about. I'm also your first Drama Emperor. Back to the chat, because it's quite active now. People are really discussing this here. The Goon says, feel bad for Jake, but that belt was a pity present. Yeah, probably. Maybe like a Make-A-Wish type thing. Seaman says, laugh my ass off, Tiny flip-flopping on Garguts again. Or I see what you did there. I like it. Festlove says, yep, Seaman, I guess Gargi didn't give Tony his 30-minute podcast. Guess not. No refunds. Seaman says, I thought Mr. Anthony didn't care what Dave had to say and is done with the community. No, he said the other day he was still working with Sean's View, but Sean's View, strangely enough, deletes his streams. So still don't understand why people do that. But okay. He says, and is done. Oh, yeah. Yet Tony is messaging him every time Dave goes live. Interesting. Yeah. Based Alcatraz says, yeah, when Dave says dirty, greasy, disgusting Matiso, I die laughing. I do have a way of words, don't I? Chad says, I'm listening while drafting, but did I hear wrestling belt and mature in the same sentence? As if it's an adult thing. It's a damn game. Costanza says, the best was when JB fake burned the belt and made Tommy cry like a bitch. I was there live. It was fucking glorious. I actually set him off on a few things as well. I think that was the one where I said, Tommy, look in the camera. Oh, there we go. That was actually a very good episode. Those like the 3-4 episodes around that time where he wins the belt. I don't think I was there when he won the belt because it was like really late at night. Then there's the next day where we started off and, he hadn't gotten the belt back or gotten the belt yet. Then it was the week after, and I think that was the one where JB showed the video. And then it was the 4th week, I believe, where he actually got it on camera. But I was there for all of those, but wasn't there when he won, the vote and stuff. And yeah, I do have to admit I did take some pleasure there torturing Tommy with some of the stuff I said about the belt and all that sort of thing, and trying to make him believe that what JB had done was real and all that. So, oh, hold on. Do we have another comment here? Bam says Garguts needs some money before he can send it back. Maybe just like Bobbitt. Chad says, have fun, but I guess I don't see the significance of the belt and why grown men are so butthurt about it. That's a good point. Seaman says, monetize this 208. Might be the best episode of all time. Goes to Tommy's Barber, says, does anyone know which episode of... Okay. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's continue.
I'm just reminding the people this Sunday they're having the Jake Paul fight with Woodley.
Who cares?
Former UFC guy.
Yeah, Woodley's garbage. He's going to get his dick beaten. Speaking of reminding everyone, tonight is Friday Night fucking Fire. And you better check that fucking shit out because it might be big. There might be a little fucking news you're all going to like. And then you got fucking Insomniac tomorrow. And no, SC, you are not getting on here, you little fuck. Like I'm already.
He's been blowing me up, bro, this whole show.
I'm already skirting. I'm already skirting the fucking
Now Bullfrog was trying to call in.
No,
this
is a confession. This isn't fucking Wire's troop of fucking retards. I swear to God, SC, you're fucking done. Do they got phones in Puerto Rico, SC? Why the fuck are you calling me? The fuck?
Yeah, because listen, SC's been on vacation. He was in Puerto Rico. He's in Florida. I got some notes. Let me read off these notes.
See, this is where it's a problem, is that you're still interacting with this scumbag piece of shit. And you took issue with being told, if you associate with him, we're not going to associate with you. Don't tell me who I can hang out with. It's like, no, we're telling you about the repercussions of who you hang out with. And the guy's scum. If you dare, YR, fucking say that you like Ken and that you want to, work with him and, you want to rectify things and stuff, you need to personally go and strangle SE Steve. As simple as that. You want it to be fair, square, and equal? You need to fly to fucking New Jersey, find this greasy piece of shit, put on some clothes and some biohazard gear because you're dealing with the fucking biohazard himself, Greasy Mestizo. And you're going to have to literally strangle the guy unconscious. That would then prove that you're serious about trying to get back together or at least rectify situations with Ken. And get a non-slip biohazard suit. That's the only way to really hold on to one of these Greasy Mestizos.
I think Oh, so like, okay, so if there's a drama belt, if someone has a drama belt made, I think it should be awarded firstly to Dave Rose. He is the drama emperor. He is, you know what I'm saying?
No.
If there's a drama belt, which...
That's it's funny that he's mentioning that. I was actually talking to somebody about not what he said, but what I'm going to tell you in a moment yesterday, actually with two people, Nikki and with Ken. So I'll talk about that in a moment. So I just wanted to preface with the fact that his note, Wire, did not inspire me to do what I'm going to do. But I just find it quite synchronistic that he brings it up today when I was thinking of something somewhat similar yesterday. But I'll give you that surprise in a moment. Another message from Tony from Revere. Work as it may be, Jake cashed in months ago, and that belt was nowhere. Garguts has been saying the wrestler thing for months now, and it's just not lining up. Me and Garguts are cool. We're fine. I can jump on his Discord whenever and chop it up. But that's still a scummy thing to do. Also, my streams are up with Sean's View. When Bullfrog trolls, don't ruin it. I guess I just did. The Raw and the Ass Smackdown streams are almost a full hour with just me and Sean. I'm enjoying myself there and having fun and generally much more happier. Sean is a Boston dude. Oh, maybe that's why they get along so well. As well, so who knows what will happen, but all my intentions are good. Sean said himself, I'll send you the clip so you can hear it. Later, and he spelt it like a skater boy would. L8TA. Let's hear this.
I have to give much respect to your buddy Tony.
No, he did an excellent job.
I'm not surprised that Tony sent this to me. I mean, obviously, he loves to hear praise.
He did an excellent job. He did a great job. Yeah, he did. He did awesome.
He did. Yeah, he really did.
Yeah.
What's up, my buddy Prince?
I'm reading the comments. I'm laughing at the comments because people are saying, "Oh, thank God, Tony's gone." But like he didn't do anything wrong. What did he do wrong?
No. He
and
you know what? Here's the thing. Whatever he has done, whatever Tony's done or Cronin, listen, that's them. You know. Listen, we're all our own person, right? We all
come on,
exactly.
We all make mistakes. Whatever Tony has
You made some mistakes there.
done, that's his business. As long as he's not done anything to me or hurt me.
Wow, that's interesting for you to say that. So it's okay that he comes onto your show, shits on Joe, works with YR to shit on Joe, and you're associated with it. You're actually kind of pushing it on your show, and it's not to me, so I'm perfectly fine. Meanwhile, apparently you talked to fucking Cronin the other day. You're not doing well, according to what he was saying, and as long as it doesn't happen to you, it's okay, huh?
Me or my family or my daughter or my mother or my father or my girlfriend or anything, I'm good. Listen, if you look up my name, you see all kinds of rants and hater videos on me. That's fine, okay? But I'm here again. It's all about chance and opportunity. You see, this life is
no. Life is not a catchphrase, asshole. Stop.
Too short to have all these enemies. And I understand all the trolls are still going to come in. I get that, but.
Well, if you don't protect your chat, for one, and you also encourage trollish people and trollish behavior, including your own and that of your little boy Friday there, Prince Idol, I mean, just stop. Just stop. Change your name, or I'm going to have to give you a name. And you don't want Dave to give you a name. Because you'll be, look, it's going to be your slave name. Just like I gave Scott his slave name, Scunty, and to the point where he used it for himself, to refer to himself. I will give you a slave name, and you will adopt it.
Well, let me tell you something. You know, Tony, he hasn't done anything to me yet. And have I had people come on the show? Have I had people come on the show and turn on me? Yes, of course I have. But you got to take chances sometimes, okay? Sometimes you got to take a calculated risk, okay? So for those of you on here who are saying, oh, Sean, don't go with Tony, don't go with Idol, don't go with Kenny, don't go.
Like YR did, trying to get Scott back.
With Lenny, don't go with Frenny. The bottom line is I see for myself what's going on, okay? I see their character. I see their impulse. I feel their vibe. I feel their aura. So far, Idol has done nothing to me.
Yo, Jesse has said less gay new age shit than this.
Kenny has done nothing to me, and Tony has
Bro,
done
I'm signed
nothing
to a contract with you. I can't do anything to you. I won't be fired.
Yeah, even if he wanted to, he couldn't do nothing to me, so I'd be fired just like that. No, but really, no. Honestly, though, I honestly, people, I am not here to. Again, if anyone can see what I'm doing here, I am giving opportunity to people that didn't have an opportunity. You ain't gonna see no Cronin or JD coming on here and inviting their own fans on the show. Oh no, you'd have to donate $100 to do that. Me, I let people on here for free. Okay?
Yeah, but if you take a look at those that you have let on, maybe it would be good to start charging them, because talk about bottom of the barrel. But an interesting, self-aggrandizement from Tony, but not surprising, obviously. Wants to see every Broadway, can't even remember the name now. Fucking the overhang with the words Saint Tony and all that. Okay, so let me just check here. Chat says, DDR, if you let YR on air, ask him point blank if he was the guy that put Sean's View's penis on stream. Yeah, well, we've had 32 votes, 50 viewers currently. Essentially, we have a majority of people who have voted, and of those individuals, the majority of them, 72%, have elected to get him on, because he says, well, I'll quote you what he said. Says, you want me to call in? Any questions for me? All right, so I am an emperor, and this is not a dictator. It's not a democracy, it's a dictatorship. But regardless, I am an emperor for the people, and I have chosen to listen to them in this instance. We'll see whether or not that was wise of the people. So, welcome, YR.
Good afternoon, good Friday. Devious one.
So, we have the question. Let's get straight to it.
Yes. I'm here.
Well, no, the first one there. Who was it? Okay, so Feslov asks, were you the one who put Sean's View's penis on stream?
Absolutely not. I don't know who did it. I didn't do it. IPs can be traced. Will not read back to me, and I didn't conspire with any. I don't know who did it. Now, I did explain this on Nikki Nine's stream, and then when Jake Bars interviewed me last week, he asked me pretty much the same questions and stuff. So I don't know if they checked on that, but just to confirm it all here, nothing to do with that. I would never do that. So yeah, I mean, if you want me to go into it, at first I thought it was someone really flashing. You know what I'm saying? But
okay, you know what? Let's go. Let's just drop that question. It wasn't even a good question that per se, but you're convoluting already. Let's go to the question that I actually asked earlier on. So we had Bullfrog approach what's his name? Sean's View, couple of days prior to you guys making your grand debut. So how did that conversation work out? How did you establish yourselves there as being this group? Because Sean's View obviously knew you were all associated with each other.
All right, so as the shows progressed, because at first there was only like, Jesus Christ, I posted it on my channel a few times when I was on Sean's View. It was just me and him for like 5 minutes.
No.
or 6
Okay,
minutes.
but look.
I'm getting into it. I got to explain this in order to get into it. I get what you're saying. I got to explain this so everyone can 100% confirm no. So obviously, I saw Bullfrog over there he was there for a while because, a few weeks ago, a month ago, he would say stuff like, "Oh, I'm trying to call into Sean's View," and all that. So I went over there and saw he started doing these live streams. Okay. Bullfrog was the first to get on there for a while, and then I was the second one to get on there, and it was just me and Sean. And then he started doing the open thing, which there was Tony on there for 20 minutes. There was Bullfrog on there for 10 minutes, and then someone else came in. There was, multiple combinations of different people.
You're not answering my question. The question is, how did you get in contact with him? How did you get the permission to be on the show? How did you...
There is no, it's StreamYard. You click that link in the chat, and it just puts you in the StreamYard. It's kind of like a Discord or another way.
So you're
like
telling
Skype.
me that there was no prior interaction between you or Sean's View, or Sean's View didn't know that you, Tony, and Bullfrog were associated with each other?
Correct. Now, we explained that we came from the, Joe Cronin community and over there throughout the episodes, but no, he didn't. This was not a planned, convoluted thing. Absolutely not. Tony, of course, chased some clout, and he went on there when he saw that I was going on there, SC and others. But
hold on, how did he know that you were going to be on there if he wasn't informed by you?
Who? No, because they saw me on Sean's View shows when I was putting.
You're telling me that
SC
Steve and then fucking Tony, I don't like watching wrestling from Revere, actually are subscribed to Sean's View and watch him say over some actual wrestler reviewer like JD or fucking Joe?
If I can listen, I said I put those clips two separate occasions. It was just me and Sean talking for 5 minutes, and of course me and Tony and those guys, we talk. Tony and SC, not Sean, because Sean is the hardest person to get a hold of. I was trying to get a hold of him for an interview originally. When I went on like the first couple times, I wanted to get an interview on my channel with Sean's View. Okay, so I went on Skype and tried to message him through Skype, and still never. It's been like a couple weeks, so he's very hard to get a hold of. Number one, Sean's View. You get that? You get what I'm saying? And to answer your question about how did Tony or SC know about Sean's View or know to get on there, I'm sure watching on my channel, because I told him, I sent him the links when I was like, bro, I'm on Sean's View. I was marking out, and then I recorded it. I obviously got permission from Sean's View to put on my channel in a couple days after, but that's how obviously they found out and started going on there, Tony.
That's what.
SC.
No. See, that's the convenient detail that you choose to leave out when you tell the initial story. It's like, well, they saw me on there, and then clout chasing Tony wants to be on there. It's like, but he went on there because he knew you were on there, because you told him you were on there, because you were chasing the clout.
Yeah, I admit I was marking out for Sean's View.
You were looking for an avenue where you would be welcome, a safe space, as it were.
No, because I knew it was because I was putting it all on my channel, Emperor Dave Rose. I was putting it all on my channel. I knew people were going to find out. I wasn't hiding to go out and Sean's View. I was putting those interviews on my channel that was over there. You know what I'm saying? And then
the one that was privated, or which one? Because like, which video are you talking about? W3WX or whatever? Fucking
no. Like, okay, there was a couple times where I just clipped off his channel. Like there was one 5-minute not interview, but just piece where I called into the to the StreamYard and we were talking wrestling, and then another piece was like 6 minutes or something. And then when he started letting people on, like for a while, like for like 20 minutes by themselves, or me and Tony and Bullfrog, or when it was me, like I was live for a couple times on my channel, having his stream of me on there. You get what I'm saying? So I was putting all that out there on my channel. Like I was, you know,
To be honest, you're spacing me out, dude. Like,
well, I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to simply. I wasn't hiding from anyone being over there. I was putting that out on my channel. It was all on there. Everyone knew I was over there. You know what I'm saying?
No, not everyone knew. Again, you like you say that you put it on your channel, but which one? Because I don't remember seeing on the
main channel. The main channel.
The YR program.
There was 2 separate clips that I posted. It was just me calling into Sean. Right? It was nothing. It was just that. And then when he started, a couple times I was live. When he went live, and this was just like pure wrestling talk. This was like the Jake Barr's era towards the end. And I was live, but I was also live on Sean's View show. Right? So that was all up there. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like there was no, I knew people were going to be there. That was the whole point. That's why I put it out on my channel. So. Are you okay? Hello?
Now, the Drama Emperor is always okay. Never ask that question again.
Sorry about that.
I don't know. There's a lot of holes in your statements, and
I don't think so, though. I mean, look, I'm up front. I'm here. And look, we can even dive into the fake accounts going around of like you, of Ken's wife, of a couple other people. And I did message Tony. Now, when I haven't been on Sean's View channel in the past week or so since I made my, since I left again. But I told Tony, hey, tell Sean's View that's another one, Mars Mirror account, which it's obvious. I mean, he's saying off the wall shit. It's not Mars, but I was telling Tony, hey, tell Sean to, block those accounts. Those aren't the real people, obviously. So there's that shit going around over there. You know what I'm saying? And everyone blames SC, me, and all that for that, but you can track the IPs. It's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say it's not SC or Tony, but I'm pretty sure it's...
When you start to tell investigators on how to do their job, check IPs, it becomes very suspect.
I mean, what else do you want me to say?
Obviously, people who know how to use computers will know how to trace that. So don't...
Listen, I'm here on the show.
This is on CSI
I'm not hiding.
here, okay?
I'm not...
Speaking of which, let's move on to somebody who has yet to get the full Dave Rose special. SC Steve, why is he hitting you up? You were admitting this earlier. He's hitting you up, so you're still talking with him.
I just talked to him, Tony, and Jake Bars. No Scott. I don't even talk to Simo, even though he's, I guess, in the...
Who cares about them? Point is, SC Steve, why? After what... And I made this point earlier. Is with all the stuff he's done to Ken... And you're saying all these things on the thing I'm reviewing, that you want to be cool with Ken, you're willing to deal with however he feels about you and so forth, but that you want to, show him that you appreciate him and so forth. He did so much for you, blah, blah, blah. Why would you ever continue to associate with someone as much of a scumbag as SC Steve?
I don't know. I have no answer to that. He calls me up, and I don't know. What do you want me to say? He hasn't done anything bad.
I just want the truth. I don't want you to fucking form. If you don't know, just say you don't know. I don't know. I mean maybe you need to see a fucking mental doctor. But I'm not putting words in your mouth. You got to fucking tell me why.
Your Tonys, your SCs. At the end of the day, they have it wrong.
Here's a better question. Do you at least acknowledge or recognize that this guy is a fucking devil?
Yeah, bro. I'm not going to call him a devil, but I realized with the Streamlabs thing, when he tried to reach out to them about Cronin, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't you remember that he himself said that you inspired him to be a troll, that he actually wanted to take over your role? He wanted to usurp your position as the top troll and stuff? Don't you remember when he said that?
Yeah. On the awards
you think he just would have just dropped that? No, this has always been his goal. And you continue to associate with him.
Well, do you see where this kind of leads to? Look, Tony's a problem. SE is a problem.
Yeah,
We
a
know
lot of
Scott's
people in
a
this
problem.
fucking community are a problem, and we
know
deal
Scott's
with
a
them.
problem. So what's the point of me even being around anymore? That's that's
No,
the
no, no,
ultimate.
no, 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 no. That's the thing, though. Stop being stupid. I told you this before you went full retard, is that as long as you associate with the right people, it's not like you can be productive, you can be funny, you can do things that are enjoyable for people to tune in and watch. I mean, Nikki was saying earlier that he, didn't want you to leave and that he likes the stuff that you provide. But the thing is, though, it's who you associate with. So again, there's a big difference between having to deal with the seizures that are induced from listening to Bullfrog to having to just deal with fucking SC Steve and his greasy, malicious, evil ways.
I just sent you.
Big difference
Dave,
between those two guys. Big difference.
I just sent you something, Dave. Tony is freaking the fuck out. All these people are like telling me shit. Like, what the fuck do you like? Call or something. Like,
well,
Tony,
we got a
what do you want me
caller
to
right
do, bro?
now. It's the king
I sent
of New York City.
I sent that to you, Dave.
All right, I'll check
Get
it.
it?
I'm trying to find.
Good
I'm getting hit
morning,
up with this shit.
Vietnam. So Tony doesn't like the fact that I have an opinion about Tony, right? So Tony hits me up on Skype and says that I'm going to show everybody your DMs, your private shit. I'm going to put it out to everybody. And I'm saying, do it, motherfucker, because there's nothing I didn't say to you that I wouldn't say on air, you fucking dipstick. Put it out there. You think you're going to fucking threaten me with my DMs? Go ahead and put it out there.
Bro, look,
Fuck outta
he's doing
here.
the same thing to me. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
So
they want
Tony
me
doesn't
to
like that I have an opinion on him now. And like I said, when I gave my opinion, Tony said the night before, oh, that's Ken that's in the chat. He's so talented. He's such a good guy. He's so great. He's so funny. He's so great. So this, so that, right? And I said, if I give my opinion about Tony now and I lick his ass just because he said I was a good guy, I'd be a sellout piece of shit. This is how I really feel about him. And I said what I felt about the situation when he left Joe and went over to Sean's. And now, just like I said, if you don't agree and you don't take sides, then all of a sudden you're an enemy that needs to have your DMs outed, right? So that's the way Tony works. So when Sean eventually finds out the grimy, shitty way that this guy works and how he maneuvers himself through this community, I don't think he'll have much to do with him. Once he learns the real Tony, who Tony really is. You're going to fucking threaten me with DMs. Go ahead and put him out. Because I'll repeat everything I said on the fucking DMs right there, verbatim.
Speaking of which, I
think
did
I
put
know
up
what
that image that Wire just sent me on the screen here.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is that, dude?
And Bullfrog's fat ass, too, sending private messages to me. Stop sending me messages. I don't give a fuck where you work, where you don't work, who you with, who you're not with. I don't care.
Yeah, why don't you tell the audience a little bit, since after all, we are talking about the remnants of Drama Club 2021, and Bullfrog is part of that. What exactly did he tell you today, Ken, in that message that you obviously, and
He
nobody
told
else
me-
would, give a fuck?
Yeah, he told me I quit Joe's show last night, right? Which is not true. You kind of got pushed out, but you'll be back on his show. So let's not act like we're fucking retarded and like that's the last time Bullfrog's ever going to interact with Joe. And then he proceeded to tell me that he was hired from Sean's View, now he's hired from Sean's View and he's going to be working over there with him now. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. No shit.
Yeah, he's
You know?
a community hoe.
Yeah, he is a fucking community hoe. He really is.
And that's another thing, though, is that some people say, well, why do you have to be so hard on Bullfrog? It's like, well, either you're a coward or you're stupid and you can't see what he's done. And
Yes.
the thing is, though, it's not like, okay, it happened once or twice, 3 times, and then it stops. Like, shit, I'm really fucked up. I'm sorry. No, it's years of fucking this shit.
Yeah, and you nailed it, because on the surface, when Bullfrog comes onto a stream, yeah, you could, like Sean, he sees this guy who he's talking wrestling. Bullfrog, he loves wrestling. You could tell he loves
He
wrestling.
does.
He's
Yes, he
legit.
does.
liked wrestling. There's a big difference between Tony.
Oh man,
And
I trust fucking
No.
fucking Bullfrog with his wrestling knowledge way more than fucking Tony any day.
Yo, Kent.
You know, one guy
Tony,
loves it, one guy loves it, and the other guy's faking it. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
you could totally. But
Yo,
Bullfrog.
Ken and Dave Rose. Tony or YR, more of a wrestling fan. Who would you pick? Honestly.
Neither. So Tony.
Come
So
on.
Bullfrog that he like has to report, like and you know he goes on to the shows, and I can see how Sean likes him. Funny guy doing wrestling, you know, blah blah blah. But and people have a sore spot for Bullfrog in the community. Some people hate him, some people don't, right? The people that do like him say what you just said, Dave. They say, well, why are you guys being so hard on Bullfrog? And then what you said. But they don't see the shit and the way that this guy does what he does behind the scenes. It's whoever will take me, fuck everybody else. And then the next week it's, oh, I'm with this guy now, fuck everyone else. I'm with this guy now, fuck everyone else.
And the funny
it's
thing
like,
is, we all get the same messages.
yeah.
It's like I quit or they fired me. I'm gone. Like I'm gone from the community.
And then what happens next week?
Let's get froggy, guys. It's Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. And as far as the belt, the belt over there,
Oh, you
somebody
mean
told
the Joe Cronin situation with Garguts?
on
And
this one, somebody told me that they're doing a work, and
okay,
I was like, oh, well, it was just like the other time when he sent it to Canada, it was missing for months, and somebody got rid of it, this and that. So you don't never know what to believe. But
well, that's the thing. Didn't he get it back? Like he got it back from Canada, to my knowledge.
no, he did eventually. But like for a while, they were saying that it was lost and it was gone. And
Well,
it was
I'll tell
stolen.
you this. Like that's the thing, though. I am experienced with the Canadian Postal Service, and there's a high probability that that is what happened. They fuck up royally. So I don't know.
Yeah, but my point is they got it back after like months of sitting there and saying that it was missing and they didn't know where it was. And it might have been.
Oh, okay.
You know, it might be now. I don't know. But all I'm saying is, like, really, do you really think that Garguts would let that belt, like, I mean, I don't know. You said he would sell it for
I
crack or
don't
something.
know.
I could see that, but I think that this is worth so much to him. Yeah, these guys want to be on every single fucking show Joe does. They water down all this shit because they jump on fucking everything.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You have to tell a guy like Garguts, like, dude, chill out, man. You can't be on every stream we do. You know what I mean? You have to say that to a guy like him. So I can't see him just like disregarding that belt and just losing it or giving it to somebody because he's in love with fucking everything Joe does. He's got to be there for everything. So I just wouldn't think that he would, treat that thing like that. But who knows? I mean, you could be right. He could have sold it for crack. Who knows? You know?
And being known as the Wolf Whisperer, I am conjuring a wolf pack as we speak. We have the Nine Gods who has arrived.
All right, we got Wire where we want him. I did the fucking bait. Kill him. No, I don't, dude.
Execute Order 66.
Like
Tony's
people
flipping
just,
out right now, dude.
well, who gives a fuck? Tony's a bitch, dude. That's but this is my whole point for everything. Like, look at this. We got we got fucking Wire bending the knee once again. We got fucking Tony crying. It's like Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Like you need shit to talk about in this fucking.
Oh no,
God,
Tony
Wire.
wants to call in.
What's
That's-
that?
yeah.
Do
What
we
is
let
Tony
him in?
bitching about?
You
What are you
didn't, Ken, you didn't see that?
Answer my
he brought his
question.
fucking
Do we
threat-
let Tony in?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck it, let him in.
He's fucking threatening
I don't
right
listen to
now.
UYR. I
He's
listen to
threatening.
Divine Providence, and that's Nikki Nines or
Let him
fucking
in because
Ken.
he's gonna be stupid.
You
He's
don't-
just
you
gonna
don't
get shit
fucking-
on. So.
Threatening me
Look,
now. Why are you
you're lucky to
threatening
be
me, dude?
here, YR. It's through the grace of the audience alone that allowed you to be here. Even Nikki Nines would have not been able to control that. It was the audience
Thank you.
that chose that. And fucking Mars, not too pleased probably with me or what's going on
Oh, he's
right
not
now.
me. Oh, he's not pleased with me either. No, he is not pleased with me. So
All right, so we added you in, Tony. Please respond.
Hey, hold on.
Okay.
Give me a second. So, can you hear me?
Yes, please proceed.
All right.
fortunately,
So, the only reason why I was pissed what I said to you, Ken, was because you had a conversation with me after I did the shit I did to Scott. you had a conversation. Remember that conversation with me?
Not really.
No? Well, I remember clearly. And you said, you know what? I don't blame you for what you did, bro. It was kind of a little over the edge, but I mean, you know, I don't blame you for what you did. If he did that to me and my family, I would go after him with anything I can. You don't remember saying that to me?
Talking about Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Of course.
Okay.
What does that have to do with anything?
So how come when you talked to, I think it was Mars or it was Nikki, one of them, when you guys was talking on Friday Night Fire, whatever it was, you said, yeah, you know what Tony did to Scott. I don't know, man. I wouldn't have done that. You think that was cool? And then Nikki Nine said, yeah, or I would do tap for tap, bro. I would throw anything out of there I could. And you go, oh, I guess so.
Nope.
Yeah, but I all right, first of
You
all,
remember that?
Dave, can you turn the speed up on Tony to 1.5, please?
I wish I could.
Do not have a problem with what you did to Scott, so you must have misunderstood me. So I don't really like what you did to Scott is condoned a million times. What anybody did to him is condoned a million times.
But that's not what you said when you went live.
If you think I said that, then you must misunderstood me, because there's not one time would I fucking take his side over yours for what he did.
No. But you asked Nikki, like, I don't know, man. You think that's all right what Tony did? I don't know, man.
With the doxing, yes, I said that I wouldn't go that far and re-dox somebody because you put yourself into that same boat as them.
But then you had a conversation with me and you said, I don't blame you for doing what you did. You agreed with me.
I don't blame you for it, but I wouldn't have done it.
All right, so I'm just maybe we got everything confused because.
Oh my God, dude! He's saying he doesn't condemn or condone what you did.
Yeah,
dude, I wasn't criticizing you for that. All right, I might
you
have
were.
said, I wouldn't have done the same thing, but I understand why you did what you did.
No, you made it come off like, I don't know. I think Tony crossed the line, even though it was what it was.
I think you did. I do think you crossed the line. I don't think that you should have fucking redoxed the guy.
Well, on the clip that I have of the conversation with me and you have, which I'm pulling up, you go, nah, dude, I'm fully in agreement with you. I agree. I know why you did it, and so it's the opposite.
Say that. So what is your point?
Well, it's the opposite of what you said on the stream.
That's the opposite. You're just not getting what I'm saying.
Okay, well, there's a reason why I said what I said. I wouldn't just come out and say it for no reason. And the clip that I was talking about was just a clip that involved that. I have no use to anything else playing voicemail.
You think that I was, like agreeing and then disagreeing with you when I'm. That's not the case, because I'll say it right now. I know why you did it. I understand why you did it. I don't blame you for doing it, that specific thing. But I wouldn't have done it myself because it puts you in the same boat as that guy.
And then Nikki said, "No, I think it's tat for tat." Or was it Mars? One of them. So
No,
I'm not
I
even.
said that. You know,
so
it
I'm
was
not
100% because I don't care if you're gonna do shit, you're gonna get a fuck back. I have
okay,
no
so
problem.
I'm not even gonna play the clip then, because what you said there was pretty much what you said in that voicemail. And I just wanted to confirm, because on the stream it just sounded like you like pushing me, like, I don't know, Tony kind of, I wouldn't, you know what I mean?
Because that puts towards who you are, and you want to be around here and do shows and have fun and do all that shit. You shouldn't fucking put people's addresses up on purpose.
Yeah, but that's the one guy that there's an exception to.
I get that, and that's why I didn't blame you for that.
Like, I would never do it to us or anybody else, but when that dude was literally like, all right, Tony, what are you going to say now? Drop the mic on me. What are you going to say? What can you possibly say, Tony, that's gonna blow this up? Drop the mic. Go ahead. And I was like, okay, you want me to drop the mic? All right, I'll drop the mic. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I did.
Listen, I'm all I said was I just think it's a blemish on you that you will go that far, and I get why you did, though. And you know what? Maybe 10 years ago I would have did the same thing.
Yeah.
But I'm in a different frame of mind now, and
100%.
I got pushed into being like Scott so many times during this whole process in the last 4 years that I became someone I fucking hate at times.
Well,
so I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to I want to fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
And that's what they say Dave does. They say Dave fights fire with fire, right? So you get a guy like Lockjaw who gets mad. because one time I make a comment, but Lockjaw doesn't know Dave like I do. Okay,
Yeah, fuck Lockjaw.
Dave would never fucking go behind the scenes and call someone's job, even though he threw that out there, and maybe he will, just to leave that out there because that's the whole persona. But listen, I know another Dave, all right, and I know that Dave is not Scott McKinnon. Okay, he's not Scott McKinnon.
No. But you know what?
No, see, I write your terms of surrender for you. I actually, you know, I'm a certified notary, and I write them up for you, and I provide you with my own pen to sign the document. I don't need to fucking go to that extent.
Dude, my point is that you like fighting fire with fire, right? What I just said. And that's why I say Dave looks like he fights fire with fire, right? But he doesn't.
Well, that's why they said the Taliban, just like the soldiers in World War II, were the most lethal soldiers, more deadly than any American could ever believe. You know why? Because they are willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. And just like Dave, when you have something that he's really got nothing to lose, he's gonna lay it out all on the line. Someone like Ken, you got, you know, kids, family. No, I'm just saying what it is, bro.
Wait a second. No. I got a problem with that statement. What do you mean Dave has nothing to lose?
Like,
Dave has shit to lose. He has shut the fuck up. Everyone shut the fuck up. Dave has shit to lose. He has somebody who depends on him, dude. Literally fucking depends on him. And you're gonna fucking sit here and say he has nothing to lose.
That's Lockjaw's perception of Dave. That's why Lockjaw came to me and was like, yo, man, Dave is Scott. And I'm telling him, no, he's not. That's the perception that Dave has nothing to lose. But Dave has so much to lose, just like all of us, man. He might hours on here. He's got people that depend.
One thing I will argue with you, Ken, is that I don't just fight fire with fire. I bathe in it. The thing is, though, people just don't understand. And if I have to force them to, I will. Nobody will win against me. I will do everything within my power and then some to show them that I will not acquiesce to things like threats to my safety or to that of my father, my well-being. And if they think that they've ever faced anything in life, whether online or not, like me, they are extremely mistaken.
And look, everybody's got their own way of doing things, right? That's Dave's way. That's his strategy. That's what he does. And with that statement right there, you could say Lockjaw could turn around and say, well, see what Dave just said? That's my point. But they don't get what he's saying. Like, yeah, he's saying that. But in the same breath, the guy has never fucking went that low as Scott has.
Well, what happens if we got a 32-year-old foul-mouthed Ken? What would this community look like if you were my age?
I wouldn't be here probably.
No, I'm just saying if you were here, like your attitude. You said when I was younger, maybe 10 years ago, it would have been different.
He wouldn't be acting like Scott. I'm sure of it.
No.
Might be more surly, but he still wouldn't act like Scott.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, Ken has come to me multiple times and said, you know what? I feel kind of bad for saying these things, or like I just don't feel right. Like the guy feels genuine guilt and stuff. He's got a big heart, okay? And sometimes it's to his detriment. But the fact is, the guy is very kind, very forgiving, and people do try to take advantage of him.
And Tony, I said a million times, I like you. I like you, man. I like you. I do. But I see what you did. And listen, part of me understands what you did, but part of me is like, just be honest about it. Like, you know, just be honest. Like when we see and hear you on there, it's like, and it's none of our business. You go do whatever the fuck you want, but we could all have an opinion on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody could have an opinion. I mean, I didn't jump over there and say, "Hey guys, look at me. I'm over here, guys. Look at me." I just went over there and did my thing, and actually, I'm really enjoying myself.
Does that include bashing Cronin?
Yeah,
YR sure had fun doing that.
You guys could say I was bashing Cronin, but the only time I brought up drama was when drama was brought up in the chat, and now I'm at a point now where I don't even address the chat, which brings up drama. I just glance over it.
Tony,
would you be there if Joe didn't fucking
Yeah,
Exodus.
100%. I'm
You would
enjoying
not, you
myself.
lying fuck. You would not be over with Sean's view if fucking Joe did not Exodus your ass. You would not. You'd still be licking Joe's fucking nuts.
No,
Do
bro.
not fucking, no.
Listen,
no.
I love how everybody tries to.
You wanted to be Joe's. You didn't want to just work with Joe, bro. You made it known to a lot of people by the shit you said that you wanted to be close to the guy. You wanted to be his friend. You wanted to connect with him.
But
and then
listen-
it was like you got into a fight with him, and all of a sudden, oh my God, this guy's from Boston too. Boom.
So listen, you guys don't know, but me and Joe, like Joe has tried to work things out with me and apologized. Like, you guys don't know. It's like you guys try to speculate and live on speculations, but you're not in the relationship. Like me and Sean's view are mad cool. Like me and him are mad cool. When I'm in
That got a
the thing.
That got a snort.
Like
Hey,
you guys,
Tony, you're a
We got
fake
C-Man
lying
in.
little shit, okay? My bullshit meters are way through the roof at this point. You don't talk about drama. You are engaging all those fake channels in the chat as if they were real just the other night. Now, the stream's gone, so you got that little protection like you did with YR.
You're
But
wrong.
quit talking out your fucking ass. No,
You're wrong.
You're wrong, buddy. You're
Nope,
wrong.
because if you heard
And
what I said,
Nope.
if you heard
No,
what I
fuck
said,
you.
I said
I don't
I'm
care
gonna
what
go.
you have to say.
I
don't care what you have to. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care what you have to say anymore because you asked me to find all this evidence of stuff that you claim didn't exist. I found it. You didn't acknowledge it, and then you ran to
You
Sean's
didn't
view.
find shit, dude. Get out of here.
Exactly. You're a little shit, bro. How about you go talk to more fake
You
channels in the
find
chat?
like icing on the cake. Oh, I found some icing on the cake. Look what Tony said. Icing on the cake.
You're fucking,
Come on,
and you sit here and I hear you starting to suck off Ken and suck off Dave and doing your usual stick. I even said in the
Talking
chat,
about
call in and do
weirdo. What are you talking about? Now, if you listen to Sean's view, which you don't, I said, Sean, I'm going to go on the assumption that all these screen names are fake. You didn't hear me say that, did you?
you'd still engage them as if they were real. You did.
No, now I glance over them. Go listen to the Raw stream and the SmackDown stream. 2 of my streams are up on the channel.
Dude, you're such a
Go ahead and listen to them.
So do you engage a fake Nikki J, you lying little fuck?
How do I know that's fake?
Because it's not even close to the same channel name nor avatar, and he only has one channel, unlike you multi-channel faggot.
What do you mean multi-channel? I don't have multi-channel.
What do you mean? You're such a fucking loser, man.
You got no proof of this.
Thanks for having me on, Dave.
Well, thanks for your input.
Go keep doing streams on me. Keep it going. I'm sure someone out there enjoys the content like Luke Rojas, another guy that does 3 hours on me. I'm getting to the point where I'm having more streams done on me than Dave Rose. It's amazing. But now I'm at the point where I'm not going to
Who's doing streams on me?
No, I'm just saying, like, people usually, talk about you and whatever. Now people are doing streams on me.
What
you were the
people?
host.
Hold on, what people?
No, what it wasn't like Dave. Like, I don't know who was the hot subject before me that people would do streams on.
Bad analogy.
Skunt?
Person.
Yes, yeah, Scott. Dude, no
Scott.
one's been doing streams on Dave.
Or
Jesus
whatever.
fucking.
Who it is? I'm not keeping track anymore, dude. I'm not living in this shit like you guys. I'm out of it, and thank God.
Is that why you called
then
in?
Why the fuck are you
Is
here?
that why you
Well,
called in,
this-
or you messaged me?
Well, 'cause-
and you're
'cause why
watching?
Yeah, because what I'm telling you is, another thing is the Garguts thing. I had a talk with Garguts off air like 2.5 months ago, and he told me the same thing. He said, I don't know why Jay cashed in the title. It was a failed cash attempt. He labeled it as a failed cash attempt, like it didn't exist when it happened. I'm like, bro,
first of
so
all,
what does that mean?
the bigger question is, why would anyone here care what that fucking greasy mestizo has to think? The issue that we are, I guess, curious about is whether or not this is a work.
What's the work? The belt thing?
Yes, that's what you were getting at, weren't you? Like, why else would you be bringing up that fucking greasy mestizo?
Yeah, that I think. The belt thing is a work, but it's not a work at the same time because I think the kid has the.
No. Sorry, either it's look. This is a binary situation, okay? Zeros or ones, yes or no.
So look, if I was doing something with you, right? We were doing a thing, and you took the belt and you disappeared for long, and I said, "Yo, bring the belt back Saturday," and you never came. And then I had to answer to people like, "Yo, yeah, we're doing this. Like, we're planning it out. It's happening." And then you didn't come for fucking 2 months. And then you're like, "Yeah, bro, I'm getting there. I'm on my way. I'm sorry, bro." Like, that's what happened. Like, he planned on doing something, and it took way longer than it's supposed to do. So it's at the point now where I'm like, "Dude, so you gonna get the belt?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, definitely gonna get it back." Like, He did at that point. I didn't know if he. This was 2.5 months ago, dude. This shouldn't have took 2.5 months. There's no work for that. Joe is pissed off when he said asshole. When he
Well,
called
you're
Gaga
still
an
not
asshole,
answering the
that's no
question.
ass.
I
happened with that other
postulated
dude, that's
yes
not
or no. Which one is it? Is it a work or not?
Well, no. The what's supposed to
No.
come out is a video, like a video of like the local wrestler beating up Garguts and taking the belt. But we haven't seen that. So what are people like? We sitting here like what's
Garguts
going on?
doesn't know any fucking dude. Garguts don't know people, man.
Yeah,
It's just-
and that's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck is like? If we ever done that, dude, that's a scumbag move. You check in with Joe first, and you say, "Hey, Joe, listen, this is what I want to do. Is that all right?" No,
Like,
Jake.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just send it back when it's fucking done. That's the thing,
I
though.
don't know.
It was always when I was there and the whole concept started was that if you won the belt, you're gonna fucking tout this around, walk through your fucking city streets. Tommy fucking did it big. Monica did it big. Walking around the fucking city with the title on their shoulder,
Yeah.
filming themselves and doing that. And, you know, that's what is required. And once you lose it, you have to fucking organize your ass and send it back and pay that fucking shipping. It's not
Not
a
one
difficult
video.
concept.
Not one video he put out on his channel. He has a whole channel to put out videos.
Yes, but
It's
we're
like,
not.
dude, you
We're not. Again, I don't give a fuck about what he's done
No, I
or
know.
not done to convince us of what's going on. What I'm trying to get to is what is going on.
Yeah, I think the kid took the first week he got it. He gave the kid the belt, and they said we're gonna film a thing, and it's taken 3 months to do. And he's like, and he's trying to hold it off to the
Fuck,
point
dude,
where.
that's easy fuck, first of all. You know what I mean? And second of all, I bet you there's stuff that you don't know that Joe has discussed with him that you don't even know
Oh,
about.
now,
None of us-
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Definitely now. But listen, Ken, when I talked to him 2 months ago and had this conversation, he's like, it's hard to talk to Joe. He doesn't communicate. Jake's a field cash in. That's why that whole scramble was fucked up and the Jake cashed in. And Garguts is like, well, he didn't talk to me because I would have told him, like, I don't have the belt. So he's like, Joe's terrible at communication. So he didn't even speak to Joe at that point. Now I'm sure he has. I'm sure Joe's like, yo, where the fuck is the belt, dude? He's like,
Well,
well, I got it.
If he did wind up getting that belt lost or like where he doesn't get it back eventually, like for real, that is fucked.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't allow you back on
Why
my
the fuck do you
platform.
think they got a new They got a new belt last night. Came out.
Well,
They
Joe
came
even
out,
said this.
so.
Joe even said, well,
it's not monetized this, and it's the same fucking belt. Why the same
Well,
belt?
Joe said, yeah, now that Seth Negan donated $2,500, I could probably buy a new monetized belt with this money. So he's going to buy a new belt and just be like, oh, yeah, Garguts,
That-
yeah.
Ken makes a good point. Is yes, I did see a photo of that, and it is essentially the same style
Yeah.
of belt. And you would think that if you had the opportunity to buy another belt, you would switch it up to try to give a nice variation. Because if someone was, and you know, I'm sure that Joe would set it up for him to have both titles. Wouldn't you want to have two different looking titles on your shoulders?
Yeah,
I
like a
would
white
definitely-
title. Remember when they had the white title?
That's why,
That's
dude.
nice.
When I finally when they kept telling me
Don't talk to me
make,
about wrestling, Tony, please.
and they were going to make the title themselves. A couple of the guys that wanted us to get a title for the longest time, and then finally, when I decided to do it, a couple of the guys were like, "Don't go to those same wrestling places that other people did, not Tommy's," because Tommy was like, recommending his to me, and telling him, "Oh, go there, they're really good," blah blah blah. And then of course, like 100 people were like, "Yo, use the people that Joe used, because you'll get a good belt. You know what you're gonna get, blah blah blah." And I was like, I don't think so. I was like, I gotta find a new place.
Let
The
me
whole new thing.
let me kill this thing. What are you talking about? I don't know about wrestling, bro. Like, where do you get this speculation? Do you know?
I'm
I had
talking
a
to you
wrestling
because the
room?
way that you've spoken, and it's not just me who said this, okay? Many other people, both in the chat, but also on this call, is the manner that you
What
speak
haven't they
with
said?
Sean's view in regards to your knowledge on wrestling makes us doubt very much about your knowledge. And when AEW, for example, the review, you kept going back to fucking a period of wrestling within the WWE that was exclusive to that period, and it wasn't anything to do with the AEW match. A lot of people called you out on it. And it was very evident that your knowledge seems very limited as to a certain period in time, and that you're not aware of either, things that happened a long time in the past or things that are currently happening right now. And I'm just being totally honest.
You were on Joe's show, not for wrestling, correct? And you were doing all that stuff for a long time. You never really ever spoke wrestling in the community, just very briefly here and there. And
Yeah, but I found Joe because of wrestling. Like JD New York was the first guy I was watching.
We all did through wrestling, right? But I get that part. But a lot of people have fallen out of it, and it just seemed like you tried to force yourself back into wrestling just because you're linking up with Sean. You know what I mean?
Wait, isn't there a clip out there of him saying that he's learning about wrestling, but he's a donator to something Sean? He believes in Sean, but he doesn't know. Like him admitting that he doesn't really know about wrestling. I'm pretty positive I've heard a clip of that. I'm pretty sure I've heard a clip of that.
I would love to hear
You're
it.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I heard it. I would love to hear it if it exists.
I could send it to Dave right now.
I said I'm a the one that I said, and I'm a donator. That one.
Yeah, because you were saying you didn't know much about wrestling.
So
that's what it came off as. Like.
No, so
you said you were learning.
No, the thing. Well, there's obviously new wrestlers in AEW. Every second they have new guys, these B-class guys that are coming in. But dude,
if you're saying B-class guys, you already fucking are clueless about fucking AEW. They're not B-class.
No, not really. Some of the middleweight guys, the lighter guys are. Yeah, they are. They're not top talent. There's only a few.
Of course, they're not
guys
top talent. But are you telling me
about.
that they're not coming from prestigious institutes that are well known, and they're in AEW because now that is the diamond standard for wrestling?
Well, I'm not talking about the big names that are coming over from AEW.
Let's stop talking about wrestling because that argument alone just proved my point.
Yeah.
Let's move the fuck
whatever
on.
you want to say, but what I have to say is from 97 to 04, I have wrestling VHS tapes that me and my brother made. We had wrestling videos that we put on, bro. Full shows.
Everybody in this community has been into wrestling at one point or another, or still is.
But I'm just saying, I put on full grade shows when I was 12 years old with lights, music, cameras, fucking referees.
Hold on. What year was it when you were 12?
When I was 12, 99, 2001.
Okay, I was 21 at that point.
Okay.
I was 50.
I was 40.
Wait.
Now,
Can we talk about the
my first instance of encountering wrestling was in 1984 when I saw Hulk Hogan with Freddie Blassie as his fucking manager on WWF. Okay, I watched intently until 93. 92, 93. Then I found out that fucking Hogan and Macho Man were on fucking WCW, so I went to there. Continued with that. Like, there was times where, in the mid 2000s, early 2000s, I stopped watching. But I was there through a lot of stuff, and don't just easily dismiss my knowledge of professional wrestling.
I didn't dismiss it.
Can we talk about the real diamond standard for fucking Friday nights on Friday Night Fire tonight on the Foul Mouth Network? Thank you.
Very true. That is the diamond standard.
The diamond standard.
Yeah, I mean, I watched in 96 when Triple H came to SummerSlam. I think it was 96 his first SummerSlam as Paul Levesque. So, I mean, I started 96.
Background as you, Dave. Same shit, man. Went in about 83, 84. I started watching it all the way up until like 93. When Sergeant Slaughter came in, and that's about when I exited. You know what? I exited when the Ultimate Warrior was started to become like big. I exited a little bit because I was like hitting my teens and I really wasn't into it much. And then I came back fucking hardcore, man, like in 97, the beginning of Stone Cold and that whole Shawn Michaels ride. And I watched it all the way up until like right as John Cena was coming in and the invasion happened and all that shit. And I got out of it about like 02. I stopped watching right around there. And then once I had a kid, when she was old enough to like know what wrestling was and me to explain it to her, I started watching it religiously again because she got into it. You know, so I started watching again in about 07, 07, and stayed with it all the way up to 2016, right? And then fell out of it and went back into it again in 2018. And I bought the fucking app and I loved it. And now for the last, maybe 2 years, I really haven't been into it much. And now I'm starting to get into AEW, and I can't watch WWE. I just can't watch it.
Well, I can watch it as long as the audience is back. That audience leaving was a real
Let's circle
killer.
back here.
That was a brutal thing.
Let's circle back.
Jesus
You took issue with the fact that, I
Shut
said...
the fuck up, YR.
Okay, you guys go at it then.
No, he's a fucking piece of shit. You're a snake piece of shit. Fuck you.
What does he say?
Fuck yourself.
Hold on. Before, hey, I'm the ref. Before we begin this fight, I would like to address what YR sent me. Is that there's a screenshot apparently of your message? Oh, no, sorry, it was a message that you sent to him on Skype, which said you're done on Sean's View. So please address that, Tony, to YR and Ding Ding.
Dude, there's nothing to say to you, bro. You say one thing to me and then you say something else because you want to fit in, bro. It's sad.
Are you telling Tony that
Shut
you're
up.
going to take the threat that you say you have and show it to Sean's View? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying he's threatening me with.
So he has
being
to send it to
on
Dave
Show.
and go, look, he's threatening me.
You're
But
sending
then
me all
who's
this
the one
stuff
that
while
who's the
I'm
one
on
that you
show,
talk
bro.
to for 20 minutes a day? But then with one call that you get with Dave Rose and you try to fit in, I don't know what this kid, this Tony from
Never called you a kid,
Riviere, I don't know about him. Meanwhile, I never ever threw you under the bus ever, and always defended you. Right? But you say I'm going with Sean's chasing clout. You say I'm doing this.
Moments, you freak out.
And now you did defend me a couple times and say when you talk to me off,
Coach,
you don't know that.
Can I talk, referee?
No, not yet. I'm not done yet. You did defend me a little bit when when you talk to Tony off air, he's not like he is on air, like you guys don't know. But then you go that, and then you throw me under the bus and say something else. But Josh Chase Clark doing that, and I don't know these guys. Like some of the shit you say, bro. And yeah, that is true. I don't give a fuck. That is true. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I don't conform and try to, just to make somebody please somebody, because at the end of the day, you never win, no matter what you say, bro. I've done streams. Listen, I've done streams where I don't mention Cronin, where I'm not mentioning drama. And the last two, you can go on the streams and watch them and watch how I truly jump over the drama portions. Every single one I start jumping over.
But I still don't understand why you guys were raising it in the first place when you guys finally got that opportunity to all be on fucking Sean's View. And he was digging it too.
Who?
Sean's View. You guys all got on his show and like talking shit about Joe Cronin and all this stuff. YR. And Sean's View was just fucking digging it. Fucking.
That's not true. That's not true.
That's not true, gentlemen. Anybody here on the call?
That is true. Dave Rose
I
is right.
I wasn't talking shit. The only thing I said was, I don't know, man. I mean, I donated to the guy for 8 months and asked for a podcast and never got one. You tell me what kind of guy that is.
Come on.
That's all I said. And that's what I'll admit I'll say. And I said it before. You know what I mean? He was like, oh, really, dude? Oh, that's crazy. You know what I mean?
You said much more than that, Tony.
Like what?
Come on.
Like what? On air. Like what?
Just
get out of here.
To put it in layman's terms, you took the casual, usual Cronin jabs, bro. I mean, you can't. We all did.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, look at Bullfrog over there. Bullfrog.
He publicly went on his platform and belittled my name on his platform. Belittled my name, called me a liar, called me a scumbag. Then he publicly threatened me and said he'll come to my house and beat the shit out of me.
Who?
Cronin on his stream.
Oh, yeah,
but
that is
nobody
true.
wants to fucking. But yet I'm the bad guy when he fucking threatens me. Get the fuck out of here. And then he messages me after, man. Oh, no threats here, man. I'm all cool. If you're cool, I'm cool. I said, no, fuck that, bro. Fuck you. You're a coward. And then he must have told Ken, because Ken says, "Oh, there was a threat going around to Cronin, and it's been backstage behind the scenes." Ken knew about it. So if Ken knew about it, that means Cronin told somebody else. So they all talk to each other behind the scenes. Get the fuck out of here. It's garbage, dude. He threatened me on a public forum. I never did anything like that to him, ever. Never said one thing like that of those kind of words. But yet I'm the bad guy. Like, it's garbage. So you know what? I said I'm putting it all away. It doesn't matter. Whatever I do in this community, if I don't bring it up, it's still I'm a bad guy. If I do bring it up, I'm a bad guy. Whatever it is, I'm done. Entertainment-wise, it doesn't.
Tony, you're not the victim.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I said whatever. If you guys want to do fucking streams on me and then say I'm the bad guy when they do 3-hour streams on me, doing the same shit, talking about me, talking shit about me to make themselves feel better, but yet they're a good guy because they're talking shit about me.
Who are you referring
So
to?
they're the arbiter.
Who are you talking about, dude?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, who are you
I'm just
referring
saying,
to?
like Luke Rojas.
He does 8-hour streams?
He does 3-hour streams, 2-hour streams on me. Yeah. So like it's weird, dude.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch that faggot.
Yeah, it's like, come on, bro.
He did do that.
And then there's other people like they're like wasting
Yeah, that
time.
faggot also said I would be back with Joe in no time, and we're still waiting for that. Almost a year fucking
Even,
anniversary. I'm gonna have to celebrate that.
That is true. Tony, what's his name? Fresh stuff. Danny MT over there. Remember you were telling me? Whatever.
What? Danny MT? What about him?
Over on what's his name's channel last night? Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I think there was some shit that him and Danny MT and fucking Garguts were talking shit. Like Danny MT was bringing up shit. Like the trolls are talking, and he was like drunk as shit, and he was talking shit. He was saying something, but I can't. I'm trying to find where it was. And Garguts was trying to like jump over it. Like, that's why I don't address it. That's why I try not. The same thing. And Danny MT was going off. So I don't know if he said anything. If I play it back and there's anything, that you can pick apart. Maybe he did. But that kid's a fucking goofball in itself. So you know what? I said, I'm done. I'm just gonna just do some talk some wrestling, and if he wants to do other stuff, Sean's view. And the thing is, the reason why I'm over there too is he's from my city. He's from 30 minutes from me, bro. So it's like, if he was from a different state, it would be a different ballgame. I probably wouldn't be that interested in that. But seeing as we're both from Boston, if I bring up points, he knows what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It's a little easier to talk to somebody from my area.
Let's welcome Seaman. Seaman, save us.
Hey, Tony, can you provide a link for those 3-hour Luke Rojas streams, you fucking liar?
They're on his channel.
He's made short videos, 10 minutes on you, but Luke Rojas doesn't stream, so you're full of shit.
I don't know 10 minutes. I think one was like 45, one was an hour and a half.
Can you provide a link?
They're on his channel. I don't know his channel.
No, provide a link like we've done for you when you asked for proof. We go get it, and then you ignore it anyway.
Shit. Get out of here.
Yeah, you're a fucking retard, bro. Where's the Luke Rojas 3-hour stream?
You review streams that are like.
Where's the Luke Rojas 3? No, I made points because you commented on one of my videos and then deleted it right after, you pussy. Where's the 3-hour Luke Rojas stream? Provide a link right now.
Didn't delete it.
Where is the 3?
Bro, it's on his channel. Stop being annoying.
Where's the Luke Rojas 3-hour stream? Provide a link.
You're annoying, like a little sissy.
Luke Rojas. Because I'm done with you fucking going around and lying about people when you are the bad guy, the scumbag.
Get
fucking
out of here.
Cronin Jr. victim card playing pussy.
On his stream, bro. Go look at it.
Go get the link right now and prove it. If you're going to fucking lie about people,
yes, sir.
Go get it.
Sir. Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir.
Go get it.
Right away, sir.
If it's not hours long, then you owe Luke Rojas an apology.
If it's not there in 6 minutes, then you will threaten me with my life.
Yeah, that's what I do. Fucking loser.
Well, I don't know. I can't help you. It's Luke Rojas' channel.
Where's
providing the link?
It exists. Where's the 3-hour Luke Rojas stream on you? Where is it?
He's providing the links. Wire is providing the links.
Yeah, I doubt any of them are 3 hours. I'll take a look at them and get back to you.
Go ahead and do your
3
investigating,
minutes.
sir.
They're 3 minutes, Tony. Come on, they're 3 minutes. Maybe you misread. It's
What
3
are
minutes.
these
not
links
3
you're
hours.
sending?
Luke Rojas videos on Tony.
Those are the
They're
3
3
hour
minutes.
ones you're talking about?
More like
3
3
minutes.
minutes. 3 minutes.
Oh, okay, maybe it's 3 minutes. I didn't because I didn't listen. I looked at them real quick. I saw 3. Maybe it was 3 hours. Yeah, okay, 3 minutes, 21 minutes.
That is
4 minutes.
that's a big difference
minutes.
there. That's kind
Well,
of a
I
big
didn't
difference.
even look at it. That shows you how much I looked at it. 5 minutes. Okay, so 3 minutes. Maybe
The
not.
last one is 24 minutes, and it's about Spider-Man. Do you realize how retarded you are? I'm just curious.
No, I'm not looking at his page, bro.
I thought you
But
said
dude, if
there
you're
was
gonna
3 hours.
overreact, at least make some effort.
Well, I just said 3 minutes. I thought it was 3 hours. My bad.
You're
No.
such a
You don't
fucking
just get to shrug it off. Like if it's a 3-minute video, it's like, whatever. If it's a 3 hour video, it's like, okay, maybe I want to take issue with this. There's a huge difference, and I mean, people
It's the
that I
same
make video
intent.
on, they have the same sort of, I guess, justification as well. It's like, oh, a 3-minute video on me, fuck Dave Bros. Oh, 3 hours, maybe you said something important. There's a huge
It's the
difference.
same intent. Even in 3 hours, the kid probably wouldn't say anything important.
Apologize
doesn't-
for lying about him.
What the fuck are you talking about? Apologize for everything you say that is off because you're the arbiter of morality over here, C-Man.
Apologize to Luke Rojas for you
outta
being
here.
a
I
fucking
am,
liar.
Oh,
and I side with
C-Man,
C-Man.
bad
so
boy.
You may proceed
C-Man,
with your
bad boy.
apology.
I just said it. I said it was my bad for thinking a 3 hour video is a 3 hour minute. What do you want me to do? You want me to bend down on both knees and open my asshole for you? You fag?
No, we're
what
not
you
Joe
see.
Cronin. We're
Right.
not Joe Cronin. We don't like to talk about
Jesus.
male genitalia.
Guys, fucking.
Tony, I felt like you owe me an apology as well for threatening.
Dude,
me.
Yeah, all right. You can go screw.
Remember when I predicted that, Tony? And you said I was full of shit and had no idea what I was talking about? Here we are, called another one. Bye-bye, guys.
Predicted what? You predicted what? I couldn't hear because you fucking was stumbling over your big schnock and fucking nose. Couldn't hear what you were saying. Come back and
Tony's
say what you
career.
said.
Tony's career on YouTube.
Yo, cool it with the anti-Semitic comments. Come on. We got a lot of those recently, you know.
What? His
Tony,
big schnoggin?
You need to bend the knee, bro. Bend the knee, Tony. Come on.
Yeah,
and
I don't bend the knee
apologize.
like you, bro. I don't bend the knee like you and fit in just so people rag on me 3 days later and then come back and bend the knee and look like a fag. Nah, bro, that's not me. Sorry. You've done it all too much and you'll do it again. And you'll keep doing it and then you'll fuck up. Whatever they say is fucking up. Whatever rules they make to say that you fucked up, whatever the rule book is, that section. Yep. YR committed crime, volume 7. That's in chapter 18, verse 3:1. YR committed this crime. This is what it was. Yep. And then they'll move the goalpost again and say, well, we did that, so it's okay. But YR, nope, doing this.
Who's they?
What do you mean? The same shit happens, bro. The same shit. You know, people make fun of you for having us on. We're
Guys
bottom
having
of
a
the back.
meltdown.
Dave Rose
We're
does
having-
not
having a
move the
meltdown.
goalposts.
Hold on. Hold on. People
Tony,
have
why you
Nah,
having a
no, there's
meltdown?
no holding to nothing.
people have us on and they say we're bottom of the barrel. You know,
That's me.
he's
Yes, I
searching-
said that.
They're searching for bottom of barrel. Meanwhile, Ken has Dr. Earl and Bolsey on, but that's not bottom of the barrel.
Hold
No.
on.
doing?
Let's okay. No. Wired, give me a second. Let's walk that through. That's always very important. Walk that through. So Friday Night Fire, who do you have on there? You have the Elite. Okay, I don't even have to name us because you know who we are.
You know who we are.
On Saturday nights, it could be a little stronger, but that's the thing though. That's only as of late because Chris, Filthy, and
No, I don't.
Well, okay, they haven't been able to
That's
show up
okay,
and
though.
stuff. So the thing is, though, he
fine.
still features them.
Yeah, that's
and-
fine. That's
No,
okay.
but you're making an issue of that.
Well, because he's the one that makes an issue of it and says it. It's one thing if you don't say it and you just have people on and that's okay. It is what it is. And say, hey, you know, today's a slow night. We can only have these guys. It is what it is. Everybody wants to get in. But yeah, he goes boasting about the bottom of the barrel. You know what I mean? And then he does the same thing. So that's what I'm talking about.
Is
You
Bullfrog
set the
not
rules
bottom
and
of
you
the
move
barrel?
goalposts.
Is Bullfrog not bottom of the barrel?
I don't know. I don't call someone that made Joe Cronin $7,000 bottom of the barrel, bro.
Well, I mean that's the thing though. You can exploit the mentally weak and still profit from it.
That's fine. Call it what you want, but at the end of the day, it's in black and white. That guy made $7,000 from Bullfrog. So at this point, the guy's a moneymaker.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. So is fucking child trafficking and fucking pornography.
So isn't Bullsy. I know. That's why he's on. I get it. I know.
No, see, you're ignoring a big portion of what's going on. Is you have bottom of the barrel stuff, and you guys move to fucking look at fucking the people that were interspersed with you and YR on Sean's View. These people literally look like they, I don't know, belong to the Down Syndrome Association of America.
Okay, well, I will agree with that.
Tony,
There's a little
Tony,
matter.
you see that I call people bottom of the barrel? Because I don't call anybody bottom of the barrel.
I do. I admitted that. That's me who's saying
No, you
that
do,
shit.
Ken.
No, I do
Ken
not
goes
call
bottom
anybody
of the
bottom
barrel.
You must be mistaken again.
No, you say Ken, you go the bottom of the barrel because you say with your accent. I know.
What I say. You're wrong.
Meanwhile, he's got the bottom of the barrel over there. You
You
say
never
it.
said that in your life, bro. You don't
Okay.
even know what
Now I'm gonna go and okay, I will find it. Don't worry.
the people say on the show, and you're just applying it to whoever.
Okay.
Because I don't say anybody's bottom of the barrel. I never even referred to you as bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
So I don't know why the fuck that's even that's even brought up. I don't brag. I don't fucking sit there and brag about people and say like anybody's better than the next guy. When the fuck have I ever said? When have I ever said?
No, you know what?
somebody-
Fuck you, Ken, for just allowing people to call into your show. Fuck you for just letting people call in. You know, not being discriminatory. Oh, Dr. Earl. Who cares? The guy's fucking smart on fucking music and shit. Oh, he sounds like he talks slow. What, are you offended? Dude, I gotta put you to 1.5 speed to make me understand what the fuck you're saying. So you don't fucking criticize Dr. Earl when it comes to speech impediments.
I'm not saying I'm criticizing Dr. Earl from speech impediments.
Right? We've had criticism on each other a million times, me and you, Tony, right? I've never once said you were bottom of the barrel.
Bro, I've heard bottom of the barrel come out of your mouth.
Go find the clip.
No, probably in reference to Joe, but I've referenced
Regardless,
both.
okay, so even if Joe has bottom of the barrel,
Yeah,
people
Garguts, bottom of the
What are you
barrel.
doing
Fucking
differently,
D
Ken?
Welsh,
That's what I was
bottom of the
implying
barrel. But if you think that it's referencing you, you're getting confused. Focus on me. Focus on my voice. Dave Rose is the one who called you bottom of the barrel. Okay.
Yeah, no, I know that.
So
but I'm
Ken
just saying,
has nothing to do with this.
I'm saying even if it was about Joe, Ken saying, yeah, he's got bottom of the barrel.
What's
people
so okay?
on.
And what's so wrong with that, dude? Look who Joe has had on. You're not going to tell me that's bottom of the barrel?
Well, that's what I'm saying. And then
So
he
Jo-
has
so Ken
Bolsey
can't
that
mention it.
doesn't complete a sentence, and then he has Dr. Earl and that's stuttering. So, and entertainment wise, that's bottom of the barrel. But they're good.
no.
I agree with them. They're good guys. I'm not talking about that.
No,
If
Dr.
the
Earl
average
is not
person
bottom of
came
the
in,
barrel.
Dave, I'm just saying, if the average person came in and saw Bolsey on and Dr. Earl with Ken, they would be like, "What the fuck is going on?" And they'd turn off.
Well, no, actually, I would have to disagree because we saw that stream, and I was on there, where Dr. Earl is literally at a mall, and he starts to just randomly pick up chicks and shit. And he was at the same thing with the bar and stuff.
Bro,
I'm not going
don't
against
tell me
them.
that's
Don't get it
bottom of
twisted.
the
I'm
barrel.
not saying they're bad people. I'm just implying what Ken said and making the reference that he did the same thing.
This though, Dr. Earl has given us gold.
This
What
is circular logic.
What has Garguts given us? What has a guy like Garguts ever given us? All right, Dr. Earl has given us gold over the years, right? There's been so many people.
Agree.
Yeah, so like, I mean, you know, like nobody's rating anybody, but if you want to say, you know, you want to rate people, well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people on Joe's shit that like probably don't belong there, and they just have money.
I agree. I think fucking Garguts is literally killing Joe's show.
And D. Welsh, and when he has him on Bullfrog, Luke Rojas, Look, there's a lot of people.
Tony wasn't saying we're there though, Tony.
Well, hey, listen, if you go on my 3 weeks that I was there, they did have high comments, high views on that time, and we had a good time. A lot of bits and skits were done. Joe even said it. He said, I don't have a problem with Tony. Me and him will fine. I enjoy when he's on the show. And then that's when Jake was like, oh, well, I do. I hate Tony. I don't want to work with him. And like he was like crying. Joe doesn't have a problem with me. Me and Joe are completely fine. But I think it's when you cross the line, you went on and you belittled me on your platform, which I've never done. I've never threatened you the way.
Yeah,
I
you
was
don't have a
threatened.
platform. You use other people's.
But I wouldn't go on said platform and make threats to said other people when that platform reaches a lot of people. Joe threatened me, dude.
Dude, you would have been friends with Joe a week later. I don't know why you ran to Sean.
Nah, dude. He asked for my friendship back. He said, "Yo, can we be cool? Like, I'm fine if you're fine. Everything's cool." I didn't answer it because, like, it doesn't matter what I say. It's 1 minute. He has to go on he has to go on the share mentality that the average people and who he's talking with don't like me or whatever, so he has to fall in with them. Because even if I go there, people are going to be like, nah, Tony, blah, 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 Tony shit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I fight and push, and I come up with bits, and I have material lined up. What the fuck does Garguts have lined up? What the fuck does any of them have lined up? I had tons of shit lined up with my... Hate me as you may. When it comes to bringing content, that's all I tried to do. Yet I was getting fucking bowled over by Garguts every time. The other one, Nikki J, every time. Same thing happened with Bullfrog. When he comes on Joe's show, literally Bullfrog was talking over Garguts. Garguts was talking over Bullfrog the whole entire show, bro. To the point where Joe was muting Garguts, being like, "Bro, I'm trying to do bits with this guy. Like, let me get him going so I can get some interaction going." Every time I talk to Bullfrog, Nikki J or Garguts is like, Bullfrog, go fuck yourself. Fuck you, man. Like, fuck you. Like, all serious. Like, dude, he's trying to do some work here. Like, let the guy go. And they just don't get it. And I figured you're never going to win with those guys. Let them hog their time there, sit there like fucking dumbasses, and that's it. You can't win with people like that. There's the pay, like people are like, oh, you're paying to play with Sean's you. It's like, no, I'm actually playing so I pay. You get it? It's completely different. He's putting me on, he's allowing me on, he's giving me the time, and I say this all the time because, dude, there's not just one person that controls the show. This is what everybody's getting wrong too. There's two people. There's him and one other person that controls the show. If none of me and
you mean Princess Faggot? Go ahead, Ken.
No, not him. Not him.
See, there's a difference, Tony, between a guy like Garguts, right, and the guys that Joe brings on. Because those guys are coming on to the show, and they're staying on, and they're part of the show. Bullsy calls in to say what's up. He's not, like, on the show.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
No.
I know.
You can't just fucking excuse what Ken's saying now. You were just making a big deal about it.
I was making a big deal because those are the words that came out of his mouth because Bullsy was on the show. All I was relating is if Ken said bottom of the barrel, I related, Dr. Earl and Bullsy on the show. For the average person, they come on and say, that's bottom of the barrel.
Who are you to speak to that? Have you done the demographic fucking research? Like,
yes,
what the fuck?
The demographic on Dr. Earl's channel is it's dead. And he doesn't get any views.
No.
Like
that has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with his popularity in other people's shows. Nothing.
No, but it shows the kind of entertainer they are on their own.
No, it doesn't. It does not. It absolutely does not.
It does. I mean...
No, it does not.
Well, you said, where do you get those stats?
You're telling me that, okay, so... This guy goes live at, say, 8 to 9. And the people that watch Ken, the majority of the demographic might be watching something else when he's going on. Maybe it's wrestling, because, again, it's the community. Maybe it's a sports game or something. And you're telling me that because they're consumed with that and not watching someone who's part of the community, they're not as popular as they appear to be when they actually show up on Ken's show, when he brings them in or they call in and they're saying funny shit. Ken is getting clips. Ken, didn't you make a fucking a song, a well fucking produced song that had fucking what is in it, and not to repeat myself, and it came out fucking sounding awesome to the point where you're using it to, sort of close out your show. Ken, are you still there, Kian?
That's
Kian?
pretty funny if it is happening.
Ken left.
No, all I'm saying is this, Dave. I'm not saying that, and don't get it twisted. I'm not going against Dr. Earl. I actually enjoy Dr. Earl. I think he's knowledgeable as a musician. I'm just saying what Ken was saying to me. It came out like bottom of the barrel. That's I was relating the rule book in the goalpost, right? So people in this community, they make rules and say like, why I can't do this and why you can do that, until somebody else does it, then it's okay. But then we make another rule. That's all I was referring to, and I was saying moving the goalposts, keep moving, politicking and choosing. And then I was bringing
You're throwing
up
that word out way too much, way too often. And again, we're still not getting back to the fact that that's like, oh my God, you're you're breaking my brain here.
No, let me try to tell you my end, and then you can finish. Like, if they look at Dr. Earl's channel on its own, obviously it's dead. Now, I agree with you. When Dr. Earl goes on Ken's show, he knows how to say things and be entertaining.
How do you know it's dead, though? That's the thing, though. Like, how do you
on YouTube standards,
quantify success?
Well, if we compare it to somebody like you, that you're obviously interesting, so people tune into you, right? Therefore, you have views, you have numbers, right? Not large numbers, not 6-digit numbers, not 5-digit numbers. Even if they're in the thousands or the 900, 800 views, that's fine. Then you look at someone like Garguts, who's on Joe's shows constantly. Meanwhile, this is Garguts saying that he's building something organic from the foundation. Dave, I really want to find this clip.
Now you're shifting the fucking conversation altogether. You want to talk about numbers? Okay, let's talk about ratios, because those are the most important. I have 654 subscribers. It looks like I may have lost one in the last week or so. I have 58 viewing right now from what I'm seeing. I saw 60 earlier. Okay, that ratio, not too bad. It looks like it's a 10 to 1. But just to round off very, very roughly. The other day, I was watching one of Sean's Views streams, and it was one of his long ones. And he has about 119,000 subscribers and literally had, it might have been 70 viewers at most. So if you're looking at ratios, that alone makes me superior to Sean's View. So I don't have as many subscribers, but does that make my channel dead? Now let's take a look at Seaman. The guy's got nothing close to my subscribers at the moment. Had more viewers, concurrent viewers than I did at one point. Not today. Now we got 63. But regardless, the fact is his ratio beat me. So how do you define what's a dead channel, dude?
So YouTube is different, bro. The YouTube statistics are completely different. They work on they're completely different from Twitch. See, something like Twitch is, I know plenty of people that are on Twitch that are huge on Twitch, and they have tiny YouTube channels with 20 views or 30 views, and they have a couple thousand subscribers. But on Twitch, they have maybe 2,000 people watching at a time, maybe 1,500, maybe 300 or 400. But they're not big on YouTube. The difference is YouTube is more of not just a community platform, but a more one-on-one ratio platform. See, if you start on Twitch and you build up your platform on Twitch, then you take it to YouTube and you can go directly more one-on-one with the subscribers, because that's really what it's based on. If you look at Joe's YouTube, bro, yeah, he has 70K subscribers, bro. But all he needs to bank on is one donation a week out of all the times he streams, just to make ends meet. That's all he needs to do, is hit one number, whatever that number may be, whether it's 700. Oh shit! Whether it's 700 for the week or whether it's 7,000 for the week, whatever it is. So when he gets a $2,500 dono from Seaman from one person, He goes, boom, that's it. I can sit back all month and really not worry about drama shit, not worry about nothing. Take Bullfrog off and whatever, because I already got rent paid. It's a more one-on-one with the viewer. You're counting on just one or two people, and if you have more Sith Negans, more than one like Joe has, then you'll do good. But if you don't, Twitch is completely different. It's more of like a community. There's those 400 people watching. There's 400 different people. A lot of Sean's View subscribers are dead, bro. They're probably, I would say, a good 40,000 of them are probably dead, if not more.
Jesus Christ! Now you're gonna shit all over Sean's View now?
No, it's just the truth.
Now you're gonna shit all over?
No, it's just the proof. It's just the truth.
But you can't be talking
Just like
out of
Cronin's.
your mouth both at both sides, because the fact is you're talking about numbers, and my argument just destroyed that argument. So again, it goes back to what is it that you define as being a dead channel?
Well, that's what I said. I mean, you can look at a multitude of things. If you look at that channel, for instance, Dr. Earl, he's been in the community for 6 years, and nobody really cares what he has to say in 6 years. On his own
Hold on. You're contradicting yourself, because you literally said earlier that people love him on Ken show and stuff.
Well, let me change that. How many subscribers does he have?
Okay, so this goes back to what I asked then, because this goes to the deeper argument. What is it that you define as successful then? Okay, let's break it down even further. What is the Tony standard? What do you need to accomplish on YouTube to essentially assure everyone that you don't have a dead channel and that you create content? Simplify it for us retards.
I would give it a good 1 year for that channel, whatever it may be, to get to about 150 subscribers. About 1 year, which is plenty of time if you're streaming daily. So at least for a starter channel, 150. If you can get up to close to 300, that's probably better off. Obviously, 300 to 500. But if you can get within a year, if you can get anywhere from 150 to 300 minimum, I would say that's a good starter. And if you can get anywhere from, I would say 200 views to 500 views on any video you put out within that year, within time, would probably be somewhat successful.
All right. So to clarify, essentially, if somebody creates a channel on YouTube and decides to record things, their intent should automatically from the get-go, right out of the gate, should be to acquire those numbers, not to film their experiences, say, in life, just to have something, I guess, recorded. So if they might want to go back for posterity's sake, maybe somebody that wants to share their cooking recipes with family, maybe just make videos of their dogs and stuff. So that's totally just ignored?
No. That's okay. No, obviously that's the main intent, because listen, obviously content is king, Dave. You're making me sound like an asshole. Like what people should have put their life on.
No, I'm actually just postulating a proper logical statement.
The only way you can be successful on YouTube is if you have a passion for something, that whatever you're doing and putting out, and you have a passion for whatever you're doing.
Okay, well then if Dr. Earl has a passion for what he does and doesn't give a fuck that he's got 3 viewers watching him, how again do you quantify success?
Well, here's the thing. If you're in a community for over 6 years and you're promoting he promotes his channels. He promotes his channels all the time.
No, that's the thing though. You haven't been around that long. Because the thing is, he's only started a channel recently. In fact, he started maybe about 2 years ago with YR. And, I criticized them rightfully for not picking the right name.
Yes.
But the thing is, though, you're not aware of that. I don't know why. Because the thing is, though, he hasn't been trying to promote himself for 6 fucking years, dude. He hasn't even been around for 6 years.
Nah. Well, I mean, okay, maybe not 6 years. Even if it's, say, a year. Say he's been promoting himself for a year. Every stream he's on, he always promotes himself. He always goes, and you can catch me and Agnolia on the music thing.
But that's the thing, though. Your definition. Okay, before I finish off here and move on to the new caller, I'm just saying, and this is logical to everyone but you apparently, is that your definition of success is extremely skewed compared to most logical people. Let's welcome our caller, C-Man. Please save me.
I'm not a new caller. I just I wanted to ask Tony if he could link his channel in the chat so we could all see how it's done.
I don't have a channel, bro.
Oh, so why are you on here like defining other people's success on YouTube? Just curious.
Because Dave asked me a question. That's how you.
Right.
Is this how
And
you
then
turn
you
it? Who are you to
Well,
talk
how
to
do you
anybody
turn
about
it-
success?
Are you going to talk over me? And then how do you turn it into talking about Twitch? I'm curious. Like, if you want to talk about spinning narratives, you went on a whole fucking ramble about how Twitch and YouTube algorithms work when that wasn't the question, you red herring fuck. The
Okay,
question
dude.
was, how do you define success? Can you
Yeah,
link your
whatever.
channel for us so we can see how it's done?
Whatever I say, you turn and skew it anyway, so it doesn't matter what you
No, he
do.
makes a good point. You have been using circular logic throughout this entire instance, and you are avoiding questions that people are. Again, I treated you with respect, and I asked really basic logical questions that should be
I
backed
tried to
up
answer
with a
as
simple yes or
possible.
no, and you go on to convolute the whole situation by giving details that just distract.
So you asked me, how do you define someone success on YouTube? Yes, Dave. That's your answer.
No, you're just being facetious.
I mean, that's what you just said. It's a
No.
simple yes or no answer. I'm
No,
like,
no.
it's
The
not.
previous question was the yes or no answer.
Yeah, it's not. There's layers into it. There's layers.
Okay, well, can you show us the
Depends on-
layers on your channel?
Depending on what your intentions are, there's layers into it.
What are your intentions then?
Well, I have a Twitch.
You do? Can you link
Yeah.
some of the videos?
It's Tony from Revere.
Can you link some of the videos?
There's only probably one video on it. It's old.
Can you link it? Show us how it's done. Why not?
No, because I don't work for you.
No. That's not the point. That's that. Tony,
he's made me like 25-0 tonight, Dave.
And my Twitch is pretty much I'm not on it. I'm not posting daily.
yeah, you
I'm
said
not
you deleted your videos. Not sure why you would do
Yeah.
that, but
Well, I didn't know that I could have fucking privated them. I didn't know that. I would have privated them and they would have been all back up again. I would have said, yeah, here it is. Here's all my videos. Go look at them. But the thing is, with Twitch, bro, it took me. I started in October.
You're not going to go off on another convoluted point. I don't care.
I'm just saying. Define anything.
Link your channel and your videos, or shut the fuck up about other people's definition of success.
Okay, I'm not saying that.
no, but
Dr.
you
Earl
were
can-
Tony.
Dr. Earl
You
can
were.
think he's
You're
successful
basically
as
no,
he
Tony. You're
wants.
criticizing. You're criticizing Dr. Earl because he's got 3 viewers, and you're saying that he's unpopular. That like he doesn't have success. But when we point to the fact that Ken wants him on his show, he's featured on other shows. God damn it, the guy's got a song with his fucking catchphrase in it and stuff. That stuff
Well,
can't
Dave,
be ignored.
You think? Well, I mean, how can I talk any sense into you? Yeah, you think Casey is raw as YouTube, doing great on YouTube, and his content is great, and
Yeah,
it doesn't
you know
matter.
what? I do think Casey is Raw's content is great. I do like this stuff. Does the guy maybe he doesn't speak as eloquently as me? Yeah, okay. There's a lot of people out there like that. So fucking what? So fucking what?
Well, it's just to me, it's like these guys get opportunities. They promote their channel on other platforms that are much bigger.
You know what success is? Is being satisfied in your accomplishments. That's what success actually is. I feel so sorry for you, Tony. So sorry.
Well, hey,
Like, I actually do feel
no,
sorry for you because you don't get it. And this is something that would probably give you so much peace in life. You would find satisfaction
I
and
just said
not
it, bro.
rely on all these sort of influences on you.
but-
Honestly, man, I am so sorry for you.
Bro, it's easy. It's not hard. It's common sense. I even said YR's program was, in my eyes, successful, with a few hundred subscribers and a few hundred plays. I mean, that's not asking for
But
much.
your definition
really
of
not that
success is clearly skewed.
Well, no,
Tony,
because you
yes, it
obviously-
is because
when you
if
post- when
Casey
you-
if Casey enjoys what he does, and he does it for his love of what he does. Regardless of the number of people that call in or that interact or even that view live
Obviously,
or like.
obviously, Dave. We get
So,
that. We get
no,
that.
no,
but
no.
it's
You
public.
don't, because the fact is, you
Public.
say that that's not successful. The fact is,
just
I
post
see
them
that
privately.
extremely successful, and for you to question me as to what I view as, good or enjoyable, sort of. Makes you look like a hypocrite, because then the same thing could be asked of you. It's like, how could you say that Sean's view is enjoyable to watch? You have the overplay of word usage, the brush and the bash and the I can't even do that shit. You've got
Well,
like
people
stuff where
obviously think he's entertaining.
you've got like a lot of clickbait videos and stuff. So the thing is, though, I might not find him entertaining, but for me to just say, you know what, Tony, you're a piece of shit because you obviously can't tell that Sean's view is a moron and it's all garbage. That's not what Dave Rose does, and he wouldn't do that. But you're doing that to me by basically saying, well, Casey is raw. He's unsuccessful, and how can you call him even like good and stuff because he doesn't have a lot of viewers and stuff.
This is twisted. You guys see, this is where it gets twisted. You guys think I'm going after the guy, the character. I'm going after Dr. Earl. You guys are taking this way too like intimate and literal.
I'm calling you out
going
on your
after the guy.
hypocrisies and double standards. See, man,
just
you have
saying-
something to say.
It's just a character, Dave.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, Nikki, who is the stream? Yeah, Nikki Nines, the 30-minute stream when he did on Dave saying all Dave does is just a character. It's all just a character, right? But Dave is over here saying, no, it's not a character. Dave is real. Him on here.
When did I
him
say
off,
that?
You said it plenty of times. You're real.
No,
What
hold on.
you
You
see.
said it plenty of times, but before you said it here. What?
Yeah, like on your channel. Not like here, like not now. You've said it plenty of times. That's one thing about me, Tony, is I'm real.
You know
and
what else
for
Nikki
you,
Nines has
that's
said
on
is that
Tony.
Dave Rose sets it to 11 when he puts on the Dave Rose character. Very much like all wrestlers. Again, if you knew about wrestling, I think you'd probably understand that.
Well,
fucking
that-
Randy Poffo wasn't fucking, Macho Man all the time. But
Well, that takes my point. And Tony is playing a character, or is Dave playing a character? I don't know. We're
that
all
sounds
characters here
like
on the
a deflection to me on the topic. See, man?
That was a deflection. He was trying to do the no you argument, and it doesn't work because you don't hide behind your character whenever you say something fucked up like Anthony does. Anthony, anytime he gets called out for something, it automatically becomes a character. So there's no knowing. There's no rules or standards that he sets. He tells us that we're the ones that set all these things, but he just fucking runs around with his entertainment dick out and whatever the fuck he wants with no ownership of any of it.
Bro, if I breathe wrong, you say I'm doing shit wrong.
Bro.
Yo, you breathe wrong, bro.
Week.
That's it.
I streamed on you in over a week, so your point is
Oh, God, thank God. Thank God.
so try something new.
Joke.
I'm just curious. What do you got? Probably
I haven't
nothing.
streamed on
Maybe
you- I haven't
deflection.
streamed on you in over a week. I wish
Probably
you
go
were
back
that
to the
interesting.
times you streamed on Crown. Well, by the way, you only have 36 followers on your shitty Twitch. I'm way better than you are, and I've only been at it a week. So good job on that one.
Meanwhile, if I could finish my story, when I started streaming in October, I streamed for 3 weeks and I got 36 followers in 3 weeks. So
Okay, well, I've got almost 100 in a week
on Twitch?
on YouTube.
No,
but
Twitch is completely different than YouTube, brother. Twitch is paid subscriptions. It's all different, bro.
No, paid subscriptions is a totally different thing from followers. Base
I know.
Twitch followers is the same thing as subs.
Yes.
So that's
It's
why I'm
free
not-
to follow people. It's fucking, if you're going to pay for that shit, you only have people that really are trying to seek your
Exactly.
attention, just like you did with
But
Joe.
the-
So, I mean,
But the subs on Twitch, the people that are on Twitch are all real. They're all real people. I have
of course,
36
because
real-
that money comes from somewhere.
You
But
have
the thing is, though,
followers. It
fucking,
says
YouTube is different. YouTube is
it's
different.
not all
36
bots.
It's not subs, Tony, you lying little shit. Followers
Yes.
is the same thing as what a YouTube sub is. So what is your
Nope,
point about Twitch
nope.
subs?
If you
Yes.
get up to 50 followers, you become an affiliate.
What does that have to do with my numbers point, you fucking idiot?
It's not the same as YouTube, bro. You can get 150 viewers, subscribers on YouTube by just taking a shit. Easy. It's easy.
Oh my god, you're a fucking jeez. Oh boy, you need help.
You try to get 50 followers on Twitch. Let's see how long it takes.
50 followers on Twitch. Nobody
It's gonna
cares.
take a long time,
Play
bro.
by your roles, and it's still never good enough for you. You project that we're the ones moving the goalposts, but here we are. Here we are. And doing it, and now he's because he has no argument against my points as usual.
You have that tonality in you. It's terrible.
That 26-0 said the guy who sounds like this. Hi, I'm Tony. I love Joe Cronin. Nope, I love
Says
Sean.
the guy who's made thousands of dollars off my voice.
You're a rock star, man. You have what, like 50 followers on your Twitter that you privated after I got that action figure picture from it?
Yeah.
Yeah, why did you make your Twitter account private?
Because creeps like you, creeps like fucking C-Man are gonna look at all my pictures, and I don't want that.
All I had to do was Google Tony from Revere, and it came up. It didn't take much. I needed a thumbnail, and I found it. So.
Cool, dude.
Nothing? No arguments? We're just going to do I'm going to mock your voice bit? That's all you... I mock your voice, but I also have arguments to present with it, so...
I don't have anything to say to you.
Why? Why? You said that I have nothing and no evidence,
I wish you were that interesting. I wish I could do 3-hour streams on you.
Commented on my video and...
apologize.
I just... You're not interesting.
Is that it?
Making it worse.
Why are... This guy over here, why are... Meanwhile, after the stream, he's gonna call me. Tony, you know, my bad. Sorry for, doing what I had. It was just part of the work. I told you, drop that bullshit. You fucking called Dave Emperor Rose, bro, like a fag.
Well, you just don't get it, do you?
Yeah, I just don't
get it.
Just don't get it. You
No,
never.
he
get it.
gets it. He obviously
Yeah,
does
he
get
gets
it because I am the first drama
he's in
emperor.
he's in the in crowd now. YR's cool for a couple days. You guys can all be friends with him. Let's see how long this
Who
goes.
said we were friends?
I'm just saying.
I'm
it's
just
all
naturally
Well,
I'm
I
a
don't
good
wanna
snake charmer.
Yeah, I would never. I don't want to stream in this community. I don't want to stream anybody on Cronin Show. I could never sit on a stream with Garguts and Nikki J. Awful, fucking awful, dude. Awful.
So you're better than us. You're better than us because you can withstand Nikki
Now,
and them.
I will say this, and I have to address this, and this will be one of the last things I address. The dude on that Prince Idol guy, I had a talk with him. It was like not off stream, but it was towards the end, and Sean Zhu cut the stream. See, if you watch the SmackDown stream, go ahead and go to the last 5 minutes of the SmackDown stream.
I think so.
Go see what happens on the SmackDown stream. Bullfrog comes on, and then I don't think YR's there. I think somebody else is there, maybe Prince. And they start talking about drama. They start bringing up nonsense, and I tell Sean, you cut the fucking stream, and he cuts it. He cuts the stream off because we don't want to bring the nonsense. And
Okay,
that guy, I had to talk.
You're the one who fucking started talking about Joe Cronin.
No, I didn't. I didn't bring.
I have the evidence.
Yeah, I only brought him up when he was brought up in the chat or somebody said something about it, and I didn't say anything negative. I didn't threaten him. I didn't do any of that.
Let's just pin that scenario on Joe.
And second of all, I had a talk with Prince, and I said, "Listen, bro, you can't be throwing out like I don't even know that Prince had supposedly had problems with Cronin or going after Cronin or whatever." I said, "Bro, you do not want to open up that fucking can of worms. The guys in that other community will fucking go after you, and they won't stop. Like, you do not need to go after that. Stop fucking. This is not a game show. This is not wrestling. Don't call out anybody in that community. Fucking don't even say his name. Drop his name, bro. Drop his name." I told him that. And that's why he disappeared for like 3 days, the kid. And he's like, "Oh, I think I'm just going to hang it up because of the drama." And then he came back. And I told him, I said, "Don't bring him up, dude." Like, and I'm not doing it either. If I read, and that's what happens. That's how I know it happens in the chat. When I read the questions in the chat, even if it says, yeah, someone, Philbert from whoever says, "Why do you and Cronin have beef?" Blah, blah, blah. And I read that. Phil, why do me and Cronin have beef? And I don't even answer it. I go by it. People, "Oh, you're talking about Cronin, you're talking shit, man. You're over here talking shit." Doesn't matter, dude. So I'm just going to skip over it now. And I learned it. I'm much happier that way. I had a blast, dude. I had a blast. It was drama-free. I was on that show for over an hour. Just me and Sean.
Why did you Drama Emperor if you just said a couple days ago you were done with drama. But as soon as YR slips in here, you are, and you did your flip-flop job on him that I predicted, by the way. So explain to me, if you're done with drama, why on earth are you on Drama Emperor?
A few things needed to be said, and I needed to correct him on a few things.
What?
Well, like
Evidence?
I said, the last couple days ago.
Annoying, ain't it?
When I said that I care about that, you're completely wrong about the Tony shit. I stream with Chandru daily because Dave said Tony's been MIA from Chandru. It looks like they're not working anymore together, and I'm like, no, that's not true. Me and Chandru work together every day, so that's why it's like.
Question: if you were done with this community, why are you watching Dave?
I'm not watching. Why are?
What are you talking about?
I'm messaging
You're not.
you, but YR is the one that was on the call first, and he sent me the link to the Nikki Nines channel first, and I said, "What's this about? Listen to that," and then you were on Dave's channel. Yes.
Here we go.
1-to-1. So
it happened yesterday too, then, when you messaged Dave, or?
Listen, I'm happy that YR is back with you guys. He's back for the attack.
No.
No, it's not back with us. Don't think just
back for the attack. He's streaming.
That's cool.
I'm just doing what YR does. That's what he does.
And here's the flip.
Be original, Tony. Just be yourself. Come on, that's
Oh,
why everyone fucking just be yourself. You don't need to.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I get it, YR. You're right. Just be myself, YR.
I am right. You're wrong.
I'll listen to advice from you from now on.
You're
somebody
the one
that
who
has
follows wherever I go. I go to
somebody that has a notebook. Somebody that has a notebook and
I'm
listens to what I say. Hold on, let me write that down. Purpose. All humans have a purpose. Let me write that down. Yeah, I wrote that down. Don't tell me otherwise, bro. You got a notebook listening to what I say. So don't say
What are you?
Should I listen to what you say when you call Seaman Ronald McDonald looking fucker?
No, what are you talking about? No, I was just talking about
you smoking?
The Nikki Nines call.
Well, I'm talking about that because that's what you did call him. I mean, he doesn't
Yeah,
look
well,
like...
don't you guys know, like, if I'm throwing fucking insults about the way you look, like, come on, guys. Like,
you have to explain. You can't just say, come on, guys, and then expect us to know what you're talking about.
You guys take that more serious than threats? Like, come on.
No, actually, what we have said about the looks thing is that when we address you with arguments, you jump straight to attacking people's looks with ad hominems. That's what the point about the looks thing was.
Exactly.
Bro, you're going to come at me with any fucking thing and say, well, you said this and you said this and this has happened and we took section B from section A and you said that one
You're
time.
not addressing
you said that.
the point he's making, though.
You fucking retard. You said, get me the... Do not cut me off. Let me finish the statement, and then I'm just leaving the call because I'm over this shit at this point. You asked us to get the clips. You asked us to get the evidence. I did that shit.
No, you didn't.
No,
you did a stream, bro. Nah, get out of here.
Get out of here, you little...
You didn't. You did a stream review that was 2 days old. You didn't get no clips. Get out of here.
Shield, you are a waste of human space. Legitimately. This is the first time I talk to anybody in this community like this because you are a fucking piece of shit, Tony. Go through a windshield, bud.
You did nothing. You streamed a stream that was 2 days old. It wasn't even old. It wasn't even like a past stream. You didn't get clips. You didn't get any of that shit. You just played a stream all the way through and reviewed it. And it wasn't even an old stream. It was a stream from a couple weeks ago, whenever it was. The SEMO call that I was on, that SEMO call, yeah. Dude, this whole thing, it's garbage. The whole purpose, that's why Dave and me don't have problems, because at the end of the day, he can dissect whatever I say, but the only problem I had with Dave was the father thing. Now that it's been going on for 2 months. That's the only situation I had. I don't come out here throwing threats around, whatever. Cronin threatened me, second off. So I don't do any of that shit. You guys want to pick apart and do it, but when it comes down to it, half of the stuff I've done, which you guys
saying you went in the same pond as Scott and doxed him, bro. Like, what do you even say? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Take a step back here. Right?
Okay. I doxed the guy that doxed me.
Yeah, but regardless, you stepped into that same pond as him. You know
okay. Well, that should tell people when you dox somebody, yo, you better learn. You don't go around doing that. This ain't free fucking ride. Get the fuck out of here. Let's see when somebody docks you what you do. Exactly. Yeah. You're gonna sit there and take it up the ass? You probably will.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good. Well, that shows how much of a macho man
Yeah,
you
but
are.
you shows how much you know about this community.
Yeah, that shows. Don't fucking dox me, or I'll
to
fucking
be
dox you
to
back.
be fair, you go to Joe, and then you leave Joe. You crawl to fucking YR. You go back to Joe.
What is this
And then you crawl
crawling with
back
YR?
to fucking YR.
What are you talking about crawl?
Now you
What do
go
you
to
think I
fucking
crawl?
Sean's View.
Come on, Dave. Dave, what do you think? I'm like crawling to his house. I'm like through my nails are grinding on the dirt, and I'm going.
No.
"War,
Your
What?
prostation comes from
Like-
your word usage.
Bro,
So you
we
show
talk
when
every
you go
day.
onto Sean's View that this is now the greatest thing since sliced bread. God damn it, I can't talk.
I'm not. I didn't say now. I'm not saying now. That's what you're getting wrong. I'm saying Sean's View is the place to come for all your AEW WWE news. I'm promoting Sean. I'm not saying this is the place now. Now is the place. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just supporting the guy whose show I'm on. I'm showing him support. I'm also donating to him, showing him that I appreciate the time. And here, this is a little gratitude. I don't understand why that's so wrong.
No, see, it's the manner that you conduct yourself with, which seems very fake to people, which is why they're calling it out. And
They can think that. They're gonna call it out regardless. Whatever spiel I do, whatever way I come off, they're gonna say, "Oh, that's fake." They say it's fake anyway. What difference does it make? They're more
it makes
real.
enough to you to come and
They're the
call
arbiter
into
of
this show.
morality, right? I know, but they're the arbiter of morality. Well, because Dave, here's the thing, bro. Like, let's not get it twisted. People care about your channel in the community. You are the top guy as far as drama goes, as far as any of that stuff. So why wouldn't I want to, if I have things that are, that are said wrong out there and that I want to clear up, why wouldn't I come here to make sure
because you could also take a page from Dave Rose, who sailed away and didn't speak to anybody publicly for a year, allowed for his name to be besmirched, and then he came out stronger than ever, proving that he was in fact right all along. And
Well, that's okay.
It's all gravy.
That's okay, because I am gone. This is it. I've turned the page. The last 4 days have been the page turning, where I've definitely turned off a lot of contacts that I've talked to, and pretty much me clearing the name as far as what I'm doing. And it's not for the wrong intentions. It's not any intent, but good intent. And that's all I want to get back. It's like I'm not coming back. Sadly I'm not.
Yeah, I mean you, Tony, SC will not be on my programs ever again. I'll tell you that.
That's fine, Wire. That's fine. That's awesome, bro. You can you can have your channel back and do programs to all the trolls. Make sure you send the link to all the trolls that criticize you so you can do shows to them. Because that's what this is, and that's what I'm not a part of. That's why when I do have my own channel, YouTube, no one will know about it from this side, and not even Sean's View, if I even do that, because they're almost too similar. They're almost too close. You know what I mean? I'm almost kind of too close with that. But the fact that he's from Boston, the fact that he is from my town, that he's from 25 half an hour minutes away, right down Fall River, me and him can kick it. We can film stuff. We can do whatever. We can film podcasts. To try to make content. That's what it's about. So,
and that is the end of that. The Emperor is not pleased. This is absolutely disgusting, fucking pure garbage. I know that many of you were tested here, but none other than your Emperor himself was tested more, because that was difficult, very difficult to endure. It is a penance that we all have to go through here, but nonetheless, we are stronger for it. Let me take a breath here to recover from literally being in diarrhea to the neck. The bullshit that was expunged from the mouth fuckhole of Tony was quite abhorrent and disgusting. And even I, your emperor, has his limits. And just that was a lot to endure. But I endured it for you people. And if you stuck around, then you also have quite the endurance as well. But just the delusion, and here's the thing though, when it comes to Tony, this is not someone who's mentally ill. This is someone who has an ego problem. It's not someone who actually believes their shit, but somebody who has to constantly try to cover up their shit and do damage control 24/7 to cover up their inadequacies. And you can tell it because there's always like, well, if you were talking about me, so I've got to respond. No. See, why is it that every time I mention the stalwart of the epitome of what you should be going for, Devious Dave Rose, sailed away for a year, didn't say shit publicly? Why is it that every time I point to that, no, but what about this? What about that? No, what about you actually fucking be a man and live up to the ideals of somebody who actually gives you a good fucking role model, unlike your fucking father in your life. Like, look, I'll be your stepdaddy, but I'm gonna fucking, put you into shape, and I'll make you a man, because clearly the person in your life that was supposed to be doing that job either fucking went out for smokes and never came back, or fucking was a fucking cuck. So you want a real daddy? Well, I'll be your stepdaddy, but I'm gonna fucking make you a man. And this fucking shit is bullshit. This fucking inability and unwillingness to accept responsibility for their actions just goes to show how privileged Tony grew up in his life. And it's absolutely pathetic, and it just really, I mean, this is the type of guy that would busk on the street just for somebody to say, hey, you got good music, I like your stuff. He's just desperate for affirmation, and it's absolutely fucking pathetic. And every issue that was brought up respectfully, brought up logically, totally ignored, or basically, sort of argued with total lack of respect on the topic and utilizing a massive amounts of logical fallacies. So it's fucking pathetic. Tony, again, still doesn't seem to get it. And that's fine. Because, again, this is at my leisure, as I've said in the past. There is nothing that is dictating to me when the drama wars end. And, well, we're going to have to see whether or not what he was saying earlier proves to be true. Because he's saying, oh, it's not a work, and there's all these things. And, well, obviously very suspicious, but, yeah, we'll have to see now, won't we? But just a very pathetic display by Tony from the rear. And, hey, if you think that you're going to face success when it comes to having yourself on Sean's View, because obviously you can never make your own channel and prove everyone wrong. No, you're just going to just piggyback on other people's shows, because that's how you show how successful you are on the internet, right? Rules for thee, not for me. So if you join YouTube and you don't have at least 200 subscribers in a year, you're a failure. But Tony, where's your channel? But what about these people? No, Tony, that's not how it works. You have to actually add up and own up to your logic. But we saw very clearly today that he is incapable of doing so. And his mental gymnastics just absolutely pathetic. But obviously someone of such low IQ definitely deserves to work with people like Sean's View. Because Sean's View is also low IQ. Massive low IQ, white trash garbage. And, well, it makes sense that, like attracts like. And, Tony just doesn't get it. He wants to continue to double down and pretend like he's big shit. And he knows he's not, but he's got to put on that show. He's got to make people believe that he is the same guy he was 10 years ago. He's this big star. And oh my God, I did touring and I got the city, the the keys to the city of some little shit town. So I'm special, but I can define what success is. These guys, he's got 5 viewers, and 3 subscribers, but he's not successful. I'll tell you what success is, but it won't be on my channel because I don't have one. Right? See, we have the guts to actually see, again, you're a coward, Tony. You're a coward. We have the guts to actually do it on our own. And hey, some people block the number of downvotes they get. I don't. I love it. Like, for example, this video, 18 thumbs up, 13 thumbs down. Are most of those going to disappear? Yep. But I'm not going to stop people from voting. I mean, that's just fucking childish and pathetic. But that is a lot of the community. So when the Emperor dictates to you that he is superior to you, the best thing for you to do is to accept his word and to thank him for his statement. Now, just a reminder, Skype line's still open. Wire, if you want to call back, I guess I'll take your call. I ended that call because Tony was it was too much. It was like being stuck in a daycare for fucking 13 hours straight with kids just yelling. But something else I was going to do. Actually, yes, this is what I was going to do because I was reviewing the video also, but I was going to announce, because this was a while ago, but I was going to announce that the other day I was speaking to both Ken and Nikki Nines. And I decided that I was going to do a drama awards show. That's right. It's not going to be a belt issue. I'm not going to fucking buy anybody's shit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a show where we award digital awards to people. So it's tentatively called the 2021 Community Drama Awards. And I'm looking for different... this isn't happening anytime really soon. I'm hoping maybe within a month. So maybe middle to end of September. But that depends on a few things. Topics, for example, Best Feud. So Scott versus Dave. Nikki Nines versus Danny CT. Joe Cronin versus Dave. Or Ken versus somebody. Again, I'm looking for submissions here, people. Best Drama Show, for example. So obviously, Drama Club 2021 with YR. No Hard Feelings. Power Trip. Dave's Drama Diner. Drama Emperor. Watchtower. And obviously, let's be honest. The playing field will be a little uneven here because, nobody does it better. And who's been doing drama like Dave Rose? Nobody. But we got to be fair and we got to include other stuff. So I am asking for those people out there to make their suggestions so that I can get other categories to utilize. For example, Best New Drama Show or Best Supporting Cast. So just an example here. Foulmouth Ken, Foulmouth Shannon, Nikki Nines, Mars Mira, YR, Simo, Seaman, Bullfrog. Okay, so I want submissions. Most triggered category. So Scott, Lockjaw, YR, Bullfrog, Tony. Maybe biggest troll, biggest troller. Okay, so somebody who trolls the trolls. Could be fucking Travis TLC. Could be fucking Seaman. Maybe Nikki Nines. Foulmouth Ken is suggesting the best conflict is Ken versus Shannon. Yeah, there's a lot of potential here. And, Dave Rose, nobody does it better. And, when I do things right. So there ain't no rush. I'm slowly accruing what will be announced in regards to categories. And, yeah, we'll have that hopefully within a month. And yeah, it'll be a nice change to things. And yeah, I just thought it'd be comical. But when YR did comment on something similar on Nikki Nine's confession earlier today, I thought it was quite synchronistic, but I wanted to mention it so that people would get it straight. That I thought about the Drama Awards prior to him doing this stream.
I'm saying you got to have a couple of belts when you're in, some type of company. You know what I mean? Like they have. You got to have that, or at least like where you can like change the nameplate to like the Drama Championship.
Okay, that's not gonna happen. God damn it, SC, you little fucking jackoff! I swear, I'm not answering SC. Like I am not answering.
Stop, dude. Stop.
Like,
and then
this motherfucker.
I do want to reiterate publicly, and I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate this. Drama Club, I'm officially, it was officially.
Here we go, people. It took, what, 3 years maybe? 3 years for this to finally, for it to finally come out of YR's mouth?
Killed by Mars, a couple weeks ago, I heard, but I am throwing that, agreement in there. I'm putting some flowers next to the Drama Club grave.
Okay.
Headstone. You know what I'm saying? It's
All
dead,
right,
bro.
here's my argument. Everyone keeps saying you're going to bring Scunty back. I don't think Scunty can come back.
No.
I don't think he can. And even if he did, let's for argument's say he did. What the fuck would happen again? Look what Rose did to him. It literally was less than a week. It's like, dude, it's a non-threat.
I have no shows. I have no career in this community if I bring Scott in the mix. I 100,000% confirm that this last go around.
Do you think you have a career without Scott in this community? I mean, like, from all you've done?
Well, without Scott, I should be good, right? I mean, like, you guys forgive me, right?
Like, it won't fly.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, look, because listen, Nikki, I did it even when I had the PS4 streams. I mean, there was times me and Scott fought, and there's times Scott was, I was never going to have him on again. We were never going, and then 2-3 weeks later, we're all back on the show again. So this happened multiple times.
Oh yeah, I know. I've heard.
It's very different now. This ain't no 2 or 3 years ago type of shit with Scott. Like, you don't. It's just not a good idea to.
I honestly, it makes me laugh because I can picture Wires. Oh, come on, you guys, we're fucking big. I'm love to, you know what I mean? Come on, we got this shit. We're bringing back Scott, right? Where the fuck are my viewers? What the fuck? Like,
bro, I was pumped up until like I started seeing, because I knew like the first show, okay, it was like 7 people. So I was like, all right, let's keep it going. We're gonna put a bunch of shows out, morning shows.
I think that was the first show where I was live, and then they decided to go on after me, and I ended up ending before they did, although I streamed longer than them for 45 minutes. And when I went off air, you had both Simo saying, "We won, yes!" And then Scunty fucking saying, "We showed you, Dave. We showed you outlasted you." Really? Really? You outlasted the Emperor?
And you know, same shit, bro. 7, 8 people. Maybe the most was like at a 14 piece. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, bro, you're not going to succeed in this community if you have Scott. You know, if you're associated with them or if you have him around for
What took you so long to make that realization?
anything. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, it makes you just as much as a piece of shit as Scott when you do work with him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to have
it's just
that.
what it is. It's just it can't, man. Like the dude's too far gone. And I thought you would have been smarter than that. And the way I look at it for Wire is this: Wire got fucking buried, and Wire depends on people to fucking do stuff with him. And Tony fucking left. You know.
Right.
So what the fuck else is Wire gonna do? Sit on there with Keith? You know. And I love Keith, but you know.
Like, if like the wrestling stuff, like, yeah, I can do by myself and shit, but I mean, and even with me and Bars, you know, but ultimately I like the producer's role. I like, you know, when Tony is on, he's you know, he's good, he's leading the show. I'm switching up the pictures. I'm, you know, figuring out who.
So you're, you know, kicking your legs up and letting people add to your show.
Who I want to put on the call, you know, and back in the day, bro, I could put on like anyone, and that's how it all started. Like that, anyone can do that, but ultimately it's their decision if they want to stay on or not. And mine as well. If y'all have a beef or someone has a beef with said person on the show, well, let's see if we can work it out. And most of the time, bro, there was magical moments with Ken and Joe on there multiple times on my program.
Well, I will honestly
After they
say
broke up.
Ken and Joe have a really amazing rapport. Like they have
I
a
mean,
really
that
good
shit,
back and
look,
forth.
that shit is like, and I know Ken is sour with me at the moment and everything, wants to sue me, but like Ken, he means a lot, you know, when it comes to shows and when it comes to like talking behind the scenes. We used to do that, you know, a lot of times throughout the years. You know, whether it's especially this Islander shit, bro. Like hockey season's coming up, like, bro, that shit just gave me more respect and just made me want to enjoy Ken more, just the presence of Ken more.
So gay, and yet you still associate with S.E. Steve.
The Islanders suck because we're rooting for the same team. You know what I'm saying? It was special, but
It was special. I got to share a human connection with somebody.
Well,
people want nothing to do with me. I get it. Like, I fucked up, bro. Like, I know people only get a certain amount of chances, and I'm not
You're still fucking up, dude. S.E. Steve. Greasy illegal.
saying I'm coming back.
yeah,
but-
I know what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. You're fucking setting your channel up right now. But fucking.
See how he's laughing about it? It's okay. It's okay. Oh, let's welcome Nine God Nicky Nines.
Be blessed in him, my son. I don't know. So, like, everyone, you know, there was a method to all of this and a plan for all of this. Wire thinks people are thinking Wire's getting a pass as scot-free. He's really not. Ultimately, there's going to be a trial, you know, and this is kind of my plan from the fucking get. And what I need is a prosecutor, and I think I'm talking to the prosecutor.
Oh, you pulled a Dave Rose, and you've basically set the trap.
Yeah, really what all this was. I'm like laying the cards on the line right now. And there will be a trial for Wire. Wire does have to answer for his fucking crimes. I did want to give him a chance to say what he had to say and stuff like that, but there's going to be a fucking trial.
You don't think I tried to do that here today?
Oh, I'm sure you did. But Wire didn't really get much. It's just more Tony looking like a fucking dumb shit is kind of what that was. And but I want an actual trial. I want somebody to, you know, the argument for Wire should be punished, which I think nobody could do better than you. But I need to find a public defender for somebody to speak in Wire's
defense.
Wire's defense. Yeah,
Bars.
There has to be somebody.
Bars will be. He's a pro Wire guy.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he would probably be
get Bars
best
to do that. And
well,
what
he's competent enough to actually have a conversation with me, so I'm not going to be stumbling dealing with a fucking moron like fucking Bullfrog or fucking SC Steve. Like, at least Jake Bars, I think he would. Again, he would probably be the best bet to defend YR and do so in a way that actually could stand up in court. And
so I want that. I want to go good back and forth.
That's how, and that just goes to show you. I could have recommended Bullfrog or SC Steve or somebody. No, A, I want to challenge. B, I also believe in justice. I'm not gonna. And if I was a DA, I wouldn't fucking give some guy the worst lawyer possible to fuck him over. I'd say, well, everyone deserves justice. So we need to make sure that you get a competent individual that can defend your crimes, because you obviously did commit them, but at least do so in a way that will, allow you to get a fair trial. So that goes to show how unbiased and how great the Emperor truly is. But please continue, Nine Gods.
Very, very good. I will be the judge of it, but I will not be the person finding him guilty or not. That will be for the people in the chat.
Oh, so
we'll have the people in the chat. We'll put a vote up, guilty or not guilty.
Interesting.
And let them decide. And then after the verdict is made, I will pass down judgment of what I think proper punishment is if he is found guilty. And if he is exonerated, then I don't know, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. I don't give a shit. But either way, it's it's gonna be fun because I want Wire to make an opening statement.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you going to give him a time limit at least? Because every time he's given the opportunity, it goes a shit show.
I'm going to give him 10 minutes. He's going to have a 10-minute We'll give
Oh god.
10 minutes.
Oh, are you No, 10 minutes for an opening statement? Are you serious for YR?
Up to. I don't think he'll even be able to make it more than 3.
No, but the thing is though, even if you give him you give him 10 minutes, he's going to try to use it, which means he's going to repeat the same things that he said in those first 3 minutes 3 times over.
Yeah, but I'll be like, moving on, overruled.
Okay, so you're gonna be.
They'll be. I'm not gonna allow him just to sit there and repeat himself. It's like, no, get to the point, Mister fucking YR. We're a fucking court here. We're professional. We have shit to do. Like I want maybe not 10 minutes, but I want to do something with it where he has an opening plea. You can have, then the prosecution could put their case, and then the fucking defendant, defense could put their case and stuff like that. We might even call witnesses. Like we could call witnesses for and against YR. Like I think it'll be fucking, because it'll be fun.
YR, I would suggest you get out of the country immediately.
Like it'll be fun. Like I think everyone will like it, and he might have if he's found guilty. I want to ask some people. Maybe we'll do some polls and think of proper punishments, because something has to happen, and it can't be so simple as, oh, you're done, YR, because he's a fucking herpy. But it's something.
I say that he pulls a William Tell sort of thing, and Dr. Earl meets up with him.
Oh God, okay,
and shoots an apple off his head with his AR-15.
Okay, well,
or at least tries to.
While that might be entertaining, would be entertaining. I don't know the legality.
Especially if Earl doesn't clean his rifle.
Oh God, maybe if we did it with like a paintball gun, it would be funny to see Wire take a paintball to the face. But we'll figure out like a proper punishment and take out stuff. Wire's not going to go and hide. And I think Wire will go this, because Wire does, at the end of the day, he wants to come back and he wants to be able to do shit. Like he just does. And whether people listen or not, that is completely up to them. Like if you sit here, and I know some people are fucking mad at me or griping at me, but or griping about this, but it's like, all right, well, if you're gonna gripe about it, you can, but don't be fucking in there listening to Wire later if he comes back, because it'd be the same motherfuckers that were listening to Wire whenever he went live anyway, and taking part of his stuff. So if you're gonna take part of it, you got to take part of it. You can't fucking pick and choose with this shit. But that's my statement for that. You had a fucking good stream. Tony looked like a fucking dummy. I don't get why he does what he does. Like, I don't even get why he called up.
It's ego. It's not like there's a huge difference between him and Skunt. with Skunt, it's psychological. It's clear that there's trauma there, that's why it's affecting it. With Tony, it's literally just ego. It's like, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I expect everyone to coddle my ass, and if you don't even dare bow down to me because I was great back in the 2000s, I'm going to start to insult your looks. And yet, you present him with facts, and he refuses. Like, this is ego here. This is not delusion like Scott has. This is pure ego. And that's why it's worse, because it is a choice. It's not a mental decision. It's a fucking choice. He's choosing to act this way because he just can't admit that he is worthless.
Yeah, and that's the part that kind of like destroys his argument of I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm done here. Then why the fuck did you call?
That's why he called in. That's why he's fucking messaging me every time I fucking go on air, right? With all these huge fucking messages to try to clarify the situation.
Yeah, I mean that's the point. If you're gonna, you care, dude. It's not an issue to say you don't care that you care, because obviously everyone here cares to some extent about everything that happens here, or they wouldn't listen or take part of it. They'd be completely fucking indifferent. So.
But they show their power when they don't respond. But, the weak, they got to jump in. Like, I got to correct the record. It's like, but you can't just sit back and let people realize it was a lie? And that's what I did.
Why he corrects it when everyone literally hates him here.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not even just here. It's fucking, Cronin's community, too. I'm really curious to see how Sean's community views him. Awkward to say.
I saw some fake. I guess they had to be fake accounts because they're like, and obviously this was when the drama wars were raging hard. But Tony's the greatest, this and that, and I wouldn't put it past Tony donating under fake accounts just to make himself sound good. I mean, he sent me that clip, and I played it where Sean's View is reading out comments in the chat saying exactly that. Oh, Tony's great, blah, blah, blah. And like Sean's View's like, yeah, Tony's doing well, and we're doing great, and we're doing shows, and blah, blah, blah. And he just sent it because like he loves to hear people praising him. It's so pathetic. I mean, like, imagine that sad existence where you have to rely on the opinions of others to dictate your self-worth.
I don't know. It is kind of sad to really give a shit. Like, and I get that everybody to some extent wants to be accepted by people somewhere. Like nobody wants to be fucking just hated and reviled. But I guess
speak for yourself. But
you want to be hated and reviled?
Well, if you can't be respected, you might as well be feared.
Okay. Well, I don't think you're, but I think you have respect. So I don't think you have to worry about that one so much. No, there's nobody sitting here saying, "Oh, Dave Rose is a fucking cunt," because the truth is,
they
like,
should be.
Well, maybe, but who is it that said that they were trying to compare you to
Scott.
Fucking? Like, who was trying to do that? It's like, dude,
Lockjaw was trying to compare me to Scott of all people.
Yeah, that's what it was. See, I even forget Lockjaw's so fucking
exactly so irrelevant.
Like, ugh. But that's the point. Like, if you were anything like Scott, dude, there's no fucking way anyone would have anything to do with you because it just wouldn't.
There'd be tribunals on me.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It just how it would have been. It would have been like, dude, fucking this guy. Because after Scott, nobody wants to deal with that shit anymore. It gets old. It's old hearing that shit. It's old doing
and the
that.
excuses he uses about nobody wants to what's the excuse he uses? It's just like, I can't let people fucking say shit about me, blah blah blah. But like, okay, so one of the times where I sailed away from Joe is that like I just stayed on my own channel, did my own thing. People that already knew me were tuning into me. They liked my stuff. And, I got some trolls and stuff. Yeah, I got people that didn't like the fact that I left Joe and all that stuff. But, like, I still did my own thing regardless of who viewed or the criticisms that I was getting because, my definition of success is because I was fucking enjoying it. And that little fucking diatribe that we had to fucking go through, Nikki, on this show, although necessary, was very, very trying. Fucking Tony just didn't fucking get it. I don't know what else I could have fucking said to try to fucking convey that message.
Well, and even by using the parameters he wants to use for success, it's like, dude, if you want to use Tony's world, if you could walk down the street and have people pull over and ask for your autograph or try to talk to you, and people, that's success or fame or whatever notoriety he seems to think any of this is. But it is like Dave says, if you're enjoying this, that's the whole point. Like that was the whole point of YouTube. It's to do something you enjoy and have fun with it and make videos and make content that maybe like-minded people will enjoy. It's not to make it big, make it famous, make it rich. And Tony was sitting there saying the stupidest thing because he was like, if I do a channel, this community had nothing to do with it whatsoever. It's like bullshit. They would find you. People in this community would search for your fucking channel. They'd look for every kind of fucking thing, and there's no way that it wouldn't get out. So if you ever do anything, Tony, which you won't because everyone knows you're too fucking scared. And I get it because for you to talk all that shit and you do a stream and have maybe fucking 5 people in there, like, you're going to feel like an asshole.
But I bring the numbers.
Yeah, and he was criticizing, who was it? Fucking Casey is Raw, I think.
Yeah. Well, he criticized a lot of people, and he's like, well, bro, if you don't have like 200, like you're all over the place. Like him and Earl, he was saying, you're all over the community for the last 6 years trying to promote your channel, and you got all these. It's like, but hold on, relax, dude. Not 6 years, fucking maybe the last year, for both of them, maybe 2 years, and they're not literally featured on Joe's shows constantly, or Ken's for that matter. So how are they constantly promoting their channel and failing to get views? They're not, because that's not happening. It's like maybe when they're featured, they might fucking mention something, and maybe someone ends up checking it out, subscribing, but the guy fucking has like videos he produces consistently, and he has people that support him, that want them on their shows. Like Drew, for example, like when it comes to Casey, he's a staple. He's allowed all the time. I believe he's still allowed on Joe's show. I might be wrong, because actually, to be quite honest, you know what's funny, Nikki? Before I switch it back to you, let's talk about how frivolous Joe Cronin is. Now, just the other day, because I've been, seeing some lockdown shit going on in Ontario, or lack thereof. I like professional wrestling. I do, and even the small indies, I like that. So, I was looking at, what was going on in Ontario, and then I thought of a guy that I had actually interviewed for Joe Cronin's show. Independent wrestler here in Ontario, wrestles in the States as well. And it was a really, really good interview. What happened when I went to go check it out? Gone. Joe Cronin has either privated or deleted the video. Probably privated. But this was one of the videos that I was, I set it up. I contacted the guy, provided the questions we were going to ask. Like, I'm very professional when it comes to podcasts and stuff, and allow for the guests to know what we're going to be talking about. And if you look at my days as AD Venture, you will see exactly that. When I ran 2.5 seasons of a podcast where we would interview some big names when it came to people in the outdoor industry and outdoor education, survival, and so forth. And so Joe Cronin has essentially, and I know I'm filibustering here, but Joe Cronin essentially deleted several of the videos that I worked to schedule, to produce, to interview these Canadian independent wrestlers. And, I guess because of his beef with me, they're gone. And the thing, the issue that I have is not with me. Like his issue with me, fine, that's cool. But these guys, that's why I did it in the first place, is because I recognize how hard of a fucking job it is. And yeah, I'm a fucking mark, but I recognize how hard it is, to make your name break out in professional wrestling, especially as an independent. And, I did this free, by the way. I didn't get paid for it. Really because of my love for the sport, wanting to promote the sport and these independent wrestlers who I thought well-deserved extra fucking attention for their willingness to deal with a very difficult situation.
So what that makes me think, besides the obvious fact that Joe's a bitch, is that that's a woman move. That's what a woman does.
Yes.
Oh my God, you had anything to do with this?
I'm blocking you on Instagram.
I'm blocking everything about you, so it doesn't remind me of you. Because he probably lies there at night, fucking crying next to a fucking Dave Rose doll, fucking stroking the hair on it. When he had the luscious mane. Come back, Dave.
I would hope at this point that the weebs would have at least gotten one of those long body pillows. You've seen those where they got the girl fucking. There should be one of me doing something fucking bad.
Oh, he probably, dude. If you do that shit, he's gonna put a fucking what is it? A fleshlight in the thing. That's
right. With optional fleshlight insertion. Hole.
Knowing him, he's gonna be like, oh no, wait, fleshlight would be a little too demanding.
Yeah,
get a big old
you got Scott McKinnon saying, "I'll order 12, man."
Scott's fucking.
I want the anal option too.
I could see him doing that. I could see him getting one of you, but with a big old dong attachment on. Like, all right, Dave, you've been a bad boy. You're talking about me, bro. Well, what do you think if I stuck on your knob? Will that teach you? Oh, you've been. I love you, Dave. Come on, bro. I can literally see him doing that, dude.
Oh God! Now I feel like one of those porn fucking stars at fucking convention shows in Vegas. It's like, oh, I'm so flattered. Thank you.
Yes, exactly what you do like.
It's like, please don't touch me.
But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised Cronin did that because Cronin's kind of a fucking petty dude.
It's so disappointing though, because the thing though is that's. I mean, yeah, okay. I know that you're not down with the wrestling and stuff, but it's a frivolous fucking juvenile entertainment for me and stuff. Just like video games, I think is exactly the same for other people that enjoy it. Wrestling, video games, it's juvenile, it's entertaining, it's it's fun, and nobody should be able to criticize you on that. So okay, I just enjoy professional wrestling, and the whole point that I did this was because I wanted to help Joe. And that's what makes me disappointed in the whole situation is that it was an effort to help Joe to try to expand his brand, to try to, garner views and to start to, support people that I support in an industry that's obviously quite difficult, especially now with fucking COVID. And, but obviously this happened before COVID. But, just something that I thought would help out. It wasn't, I wasn't on salary, I wasn't paid overtime. I had to have obviously multiple communications to schedule things. I am the one who always crafted the questions. And if you go back and actually listen to some of my, any of the fucking podcasts that I was on as AD Venture, or any of these interviews that I've ever done, it's always been me. I'm the one that crafts the questions. There's a flow to the show. There's a flow to the questions. And I'm really proud. It's not pride. It's not, a sin. I'm not embellishing this or even trying to, claim myself like Tony, oh, look at me. It's so great. It's just, I ask you to go back to that and you make the judgment yourself, because the effort that I do comes from the heart. And that is what, some people either dismiss, disagree with, whatever. That's fine. But that is what, obviously many of us find disappointing in life is when you put your heart into something and it was just either dismissed or removed or just ignored. That's where obviously you feel disappointment, because rightfully so, you put effort into something that wasn't dependent on anything but trying to give back.
Well, it's not even just that. I mean, that's a big part of it on your end, but me, it's just a slight. It just comes off petty. He did it specifically just to be like, oh, fuck you, Dave. I'll teach you to stream on me. And it's like, for me, I've had issues with people, but my confessions are all still up on the actual Nikki Nines channel of interviews that I've done with people in the community that I've liked and disliked or had issues with. And they're still all there, and I'm not going to ever take them down because I want... that's something I did with somebody and they contributed to something I did. And no matter how I feel about them, I'm sure glad I never did one with Scott, by the way. But that people enjoy, and you created part of that. And it would be wrong of me to say, you put time out of your day to come answer some questions for me and effort because we're at a disagreement. So Joe doing that's kind of really fucking lame. Really fucking lame. Speaking of which, confessions will come back I guess kind of unofficially today, but it's going to come back again. I'm going to be doing some interviews with a few people. Hopefully, I'll get like a official Dave Rose one eventually. I've been trying for that one.
Yeah. I'm
got
looking forward
sidetracked.
to anyone that you have, regardless, because I know that there's a bunch of people that you had mentioned that you want to have the confession, like, have confessions with them, and yeah, just like there's some interesting, characters that would, I think, serve well to provide a good show, and I know that you like that. That sort of thing, but you also do a great show. I mean, you ask good questions, you stick it to the person on the show, and yeah, I would love to hear some more. But yeah, I'm down anytime for confessions with Nicky Nines.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely do that. And I mean, tonight's Friday Night fucking Fire, so hopefully everyone's there and get ready for that one because it's gonna be. I don't know if tonight's gonna be maybe, but it's gonna be good. It's always gonna be good tonight. You got fucking Insomniac tomorrow. You got No Hard Feelings on fucking Monday. I mean, there's a lot to talk about. A lot of shit going on in the world. So, but I just wanted to call in and say all that because I imagine you gotta. I don't know. You gonna get dinner going soon? Shit, supper.
Yeah, I decided to make steak again tonight.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go.
It was quite enjoyable, so I thought, why not again?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a few final things I'd like to review on your video, but it's almost over anyways.
All right.
6 minutes.
Get back to that.
But yeah, Friday Night Fire tonight. Me, Nicky Nines, Mars Mira, and Ken from Fighters Network.
Wait, you forgot Shannon, you misogynistic bastard.
Well, she doesn't count. I mean, I've decided to convert to Islam, so in Islam, women aren't considered, equal to men. So.
All right, it's David Akbar.
Well,
Okay,
I mean,
everyone.
look at what's going on in Afghanistan. Taliban's making some good moves there. I mean, if I were to move there and fucking claim being Islamic, maybe I'll get like, a couple of wives, a bunch of goats, and a little bit of land to.
Dude, I don't really get into the politics too much, but dude, what a clusterfuck by Biden on that one, huh?
Yeah, I was going to make a video about that, but that's the thing. I keep getting drawn back into the drama. It's not my choice. I want to be doing my own thing. I want to be left alone. But as long as the drama wars wage, I will be unrelenting. S.E. Steve, you're done, greasy boy. You're done.
Was that really Steve in that picture?
No, I
Okay,
picked a random. I picked a
like,
random
damn.
fucking Latino. That's exactly
like,
why it's the
yeah.
greatest
Okay.
insult of all.
Yeah,
because
that's-
they all look the fucking same.
Yeah, some. But all right, I'm gonna let you get back to that and go back to listening. So.
All right. Well,
Thanks for
thank you so
taking the
much for blessing us with your appearance here tonight, Nicky Nines. I look forward to speaking to you later on Friday Night Fire. But yeah, let's review the final portion.
Right. It's kind of like reminds me of that shit on fucking Ron Burgundy, Anchorman, where he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm not prepared for this. I'm not prepared for this." Oh my god, pulls the fluid out of his fucking shoulder, like, "Oh, I wasn't prepared." It's like, yeah, dude, that's completely kind of, I don't know what you're doing with this. But I don't care if you come back or not. I wanted you to be able to say some piece and explain some stuff, and because you've been gone and you've been a big part of this community. And a lot of people do like you. A lot of people fucking don't. And after this,
And a lot of people are disappointed that you, a 30-some-year-old man, who, if you were only a decade older, Tony would be criticizing you. He's a 40-year-old man criticizing a 40-year-old man. And he's basically throwing you under the bus. Let's get.
so I'm probably going to get some shellacking too, but I don't really give a fuck. I'm going to wrap this up. Is there any last things you want to say before we go?
The people, there's been people that reached out behind the scenes.
Dave just showed up. I'm getting out just in time.
Yeah, I showed up late. I did not expect Nicky Nines to go live prior to noon.
Ultimately, I have no, it's no urge to come back to the community. I probably will,
That's bullshit, and we all know that because you've asked at least twice now. What do you think if I was to come back to the community?
I'll probably call in Sean's here and there, CM Punk stuff, CM Punk news and everything. But there's no urge to come back. I get everyone's stance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the community's better off without YR. Ultimately, maybe. I mean, I just ultimately don't want to be a lingerer.
Hold on. He doesn't
I
want
don't want to be forcing myself, and they don't want me around.
You don't want to be.
Now, see, first and foremost, why didn't you listen, stupid? Why didn't you listen? SC Greasy Motherfuck Mestizo. Why didn't you listen? When we told you that piece of shit should not be around, why didn't it get into your fucking head? Why don't you fucking realize what we're telling you is the advice of gods? And you, as a simple little insect, should just accept? But you choose to associate with that vile, demonic piece of shit. Why? You were warned. You knew what type of guy he was, and you chose to do it anyways. Why? Bullfrog is nothing close to malicious as SC Greasy Mestizo Fuck. Why do you continue to associate with him and then claim victimhood? Because, nobody wants YR alive. Well, why do you think that is? I tried to get you to walk it through with me when you were on the show, but you just couldn't. You just couldn't. How is that possible? You know what he's capable of because you've witnessed it. You know what he's done because you've seen it. And you wish to continue to associate with him and be cool with Ken, be cool with me, be cool with Nikki. This will have to be raised at your trial. This shows intent here. Now, I'll be honest, I did kind of forget that I have been tasked to be the lead prosecutor against YR, but I was just speaking to YR in the most honest terms and, giving him the best advice. But I do have to remember my position now. I have accepted the role as lead prosecutor in the trial of YR. And to be fair, I can no longer provide any counsel or any advice when it comes to his actions. So on that note, I'm just going to have to say, YR, well, hopefully if you get Jake Bars as your public defender, he does the necessary work to go up against me. I did a bit, obviously. He's much more capable than most people in this community, so he'll be able to do a good job to defend you. But will he be able to do a job that Dave Rose cannot destroy? Well, that is the question. If you're in Vegas, I'd suggest that you vet on me, but regardless, at least you deserve a fair trial. And, he's the best one that I could even think of to defend you, because A, nobody else is willing, and B, nobody else probably has the mental abilities to formulate some sort of justification for your actions. So let's just finish up here. We're almost done.
You're a rapist. I got you.
But, you know what I'm saying? The Scott shit, it's never going to happen again.
A lot of people are questioning that.
No, y'all heard that, but just go around, man. This was the final go, bro. No more.
We've all heard that before.
All right.
You know, there's too many people that I feel like even though people give me a hard time, those same people do care for me, you know, and do get disappointed when I make decisions like that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, there's more positives we can speak on each other than negatives.
That sounds like bullshit that you're just trying to use to get closer to people.
Only us though. Scott is not in the mix
All
on
right.
that one, but.
And before we go, I'll leave it with this. Jesus said in the Bible, how you're supposed to forgive 70 times 7 times. And I'm going to guarantee you that Wire's probably used up most of that. But if you forgive him, if you don't, that's up to you. You know, I'm going to keep doing what I do. I'm going to keep having, my fucking fun. I'm going to keep doing Friday Night Fire. I'm going to nine God shit that's more relevant to what I believe. I'm not going to delete this stream. There's no reason to. I don't delete my streams.
Wait, are you gonna? So this.
Nothing ever happened. It's all okay, right, Nikki? Nothing ever happened. We're cool.
Listen,
What?
can I ask you a question? Yes
Yeah.
or no?
What?
Do you want YR back in the mix?
And that, I believe, would be the 4th time where he tests the waters again to see whether or not YR would be accepted back in the community.
I think yes, because there has to be more stuff to listen to. There can't just be nothing. It can't just be fucking Friday Night fucking Fire and fucking, it just can't. There needs to
But
be
the
other
only-
stuff.
The only way I would come back is if like we can all be on some type of.
Well, you're gonna have to do some talking.
Hold on. The only way I can be back if we're on some sort of, like, hold on. Who are you to fucking dictate that?
To Dave.
I know.
You're gonna
Well,
have to do. No, I'm talking
always-
behind
I'm
the
always-
scene. I'm not talking on the stream. I'm talking behind the scene and man to man. And if he wants to stream it, then he can stream it. But you guys need to do some talking. Like men to men, as respect, like as fucking, as fucking Dave to Jake. Because that's the only way any of this shit's gonna get resolved or not resolved. But at the end of the day, man, you're your own man and do what you want.
Well, I feel like there's something in you, Nicholas Jehoshaphat. And this is Jacob Props here. This is Jacob Props here. There's something in you that you do care for the YR. You do. There's something,
Dude, I care for the community, and you're part of the community, and I want everyone here to be happy and have a good life. I don't want anyone here to suffer, and I want everyone to have fun. So let's all have fun, dude. Let's just have fun.
Yeah.
Life's fucked up enough as it is right now. Let's have some fun with this. And if we can't, then we can't. It's not a big deal.
And look, I'll even start donating.
All
We
right.
can,
Well, my
especially if,
Streamlabs is waiting. So you go.
if we can do some
Start,
political talk, maybe
start,
some
start,
COVID-19 podcast.
Give
about
them
the
a few
virus.
shekels to the All right, well, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a fucking great day. Thank you for coming on Wire.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. I truly do. And tell us
Bless.
don't fucking spam me ever again. All right, everyone, I gotta go. I got shit to do.
All right, so that's the end of that. And quite trying it was. We only reviewed a half hour of it, although obviously it took some time, but wow. Just wow. Now, on that note, we're going to end this stream because it has been trying on everyone. We've been going for over 3 hours and 45 minutes. Yes, I will be announcing more about the 2021 Community Drama Awards soon. So we'll have some more categories, more nominees, and soon enough I will do a show on that. So on that note, I hope you all have a great evening. I will see you tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on the Foulmouth Network for Friday Night Fire. I am your first Drama Emperor, Devious Dave Rose. Adieu.